and was able to protect us for a short little while before the creature decided to go, you know what? I don't need this. I'm going to go kill a donkey. It went downstairs to kill a donkey. Poor Gary, who was just trying to get along. We did our best to rush down, most of us. Jethris was a grumpy crocodile, and a probably near-dead crocodile at that. And we tried to get there, and we managed to get there and get in sight of our poor donkey before the creature, out of spite, I'm talking about the creature, not the DM, attacked Gary, and with such a devious blow that it was too much, even for Gary's massive hit points of 11. It outright killed him, and we had to listen and watch as this amalgam of souls added a donkey to the amount, and we knew that we couldn't leave this to let it where it lie, because some poor people would have to die to a Gary ghost thing with a donkey baying in the background. And the party, most of the party, were reasonably pissed at this turn of events, as they were very vaguely warned earlier in the day to not leave our rooms, that there was something, whatever. We weren't precisely warned that a bunch of ghosts and Saurus Swarm would attack and appear on the ship. And most of us went up to confront. Regulus did manage to stem the bloodlust that grew within a few of the party members for this, along with Shatrix, as they walked in and questioned the man. They basically got an agreement to, continue the ride without him facing any capital punishment, obviously, by us, or just judgment. Some theorize that living through all of the things, knowing that what he's done could be a worse fate than killing him outright, which is partly the reason why some of them decided to spare said fellow. And
we should have fed him to him.
No, that's bad vampire. Vampire. We we agreed, and he told us more of what we needed to know. That there was some things going on on this river around in the forest, and he said that, we might as well end it so that it doesn't hurt anybody else, or try to find the source and cut it off. Because a creature like that giving us this amount of trouble could destroy towns, especially if multiple were ever to be created. And it didn't even seem like that creature was the head of this. So we got information that somewhere down the riverway there was a place where this seemed to be stemming from, into the woods. We went back to rest, and I think watches still were taken that night, because we all stayed in the same room so that we could avoid that problem again, inside of a bubble, a dome. It was probably a very cozy shoulder to shoulder sleeping arrangement, but there have been worse sleeping arrangements. And we finished that rest, and eventually he basically parked / weighed anchor on the river's edge and said that he had to start making some repairs, and it would take him some time to do so, keep the thing seaworthy or riverworthy, and that there was some ruins along the riverside into the forest that were a tranquil place, which in our line of work that's a far-fetched idea, but we agreed to go this direction because, well, even if we wanted to stay on the boat and potentially or make sure he didn't double cross us, he doesn't really have a superb reason to. We want to fix the problems he has, get him some atonement. So we are all walking off the boat and are walking into this forest, to these ruins that we were told about.
And indeed, pretty much Captain Walmond suggested a very much important change of scenery for you, a place that in his time has served as a small sightseeing for the people that were on board of that cruise. Now asking you to go toward there so you can, well, either relieve some tension or spend a moment, and as a sort of treat for you, given that there's not going to be something to do with the boat, and dwelling on the emotions from last night can be, first, too harsh, secondly, might turn badly for him in an attempt to soothe the spirits and give an emotional exit for the group. For now, he suggested you go on a small walk around the forest that surrounds the river. Indeed, you start moving into the lush forest that surrounds this place. A very calm forest that is filled with the sounds of birds and other animals that are living in harmony everywhere around. It is a great day to be in here, just in the presence of this forest, for those that are nature-like and are driven by love for the nature itself, is quite an interesting change. Well, you have not been in the wilds for quite some time since your last adventure with Regulus, and even at this time you were, at the very least, concerned that you might turn into a vicious beast and strike down on your allies. But that all has now changed, and for at last, being out into the lush forest is an excellent shift for you. Soon enough, the whole group will see the small clearing Captain Walmore described. A very nice place to be. There are, well, everywhere around you there are these small floating lights. Everywhere around you, as you can see, there is a presence. Nearly magical, nearly ethereal. As you find yourselves in this clearing. Indeed, there are some stones, all different sizes, carved everywhere around you. From them there appear to be some symbols. Small springs appear here and there, as a number of owls stand on one of those stones around you.
Mm. Um,
It's a very tranquil and serene area on itself. The nature sounds are very much relaxing and fitting for the time of day. It is not early morning, but it is morning to middle of the day currently.
Raelis is just taking a deep breath of the area around, enjoying the calm.
Can I cast Speak with Animals and maybe talk to those owls?
For sure, and I think it's once per day a free spell for you,
Mhm.
Daniel.
Yep. First, I guess I would start by listening on their conversation.
You move a little bit closer, Nathaniel, and do make me a perception.
Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot to log into Roll20, guys. Sorry.
oof.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you want to roll for me because I'm logging in now as quickly as I can.
I'll do it for you, no worries.
Okay, thank you.
You just rolled an 18 as Nathaniel starts moving towards those day owls, is what those creatures are. As he moves a little bit closer, you can tell the owls are, well, making soft sounds, yet it appears that they are surprised that somebody has shown themselves in this place. It has been too long. Yet you are not them, as they say.
Greetings, owls of the forest, owls of the jungle.
As you move towards here, Nathaniel, you see, as you move a little bit closer towards them, Nathaniel, you see each and every owl just spread, not far, but into the nearby trees, surprised by your ability to, well, converse with them. Yet all of them turn their heads, and you know how an owl can turn its head even to 90 degrees, 180 degrees, as they can just turn and look towards you, tilt their head, and reply, some of them, towards you. You can tell that they're impressed with your ability to speak with animals. Yet, this is not something that they are unfamiliar with. They do greet you, however, into the area. They welcome you in a way.
You seem as though you've spoken to my kind before. Is there someone else who visits this grove and speaks to you?
It's an every owl continues to make the sound. You can tell, as they are all speaking, that there used to be, but it's been a while since they last came.
That's interesting. I will turn to everyone and say, well, there seems to have been someone who visited this grove or maybe tended to it, perhaps a druid of some kind, but they haven't been here in some time. That could explain the trouble. It's possible that the druid that tends to this area maybe befell some misfortune. I turn to the owls and I say, is there anything, I mean, the person that used to visit here, what did they do? Were they a friend of the forest?
The owls continue to cheer, to make their noises towards you, as you can tell that they speak of him or refer to him dearly as a friend of them.
I turned to
As,
everyone and say,
as in not only one, but multiple that have been tending in this place.
I'm sorry, my headphones hiccuped for just a second. So it was a man and he had been tending in that area?
I will repeat myself as there were multiple that were tending into the area, not just one person.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. And they could all speak to you?
They seem to agree on that, though they do relay in their way with their songs that, not with the songs, with the noise that they're making and the animal chirping, that they have seen others that were not able to speak with in the past as well. They're accustomed to visit, but there have been many that were able to speak with them and tended to them, but not so much lately.
Are there any scary or particularly dangerous new arrivals to the forest?
The owls continue to hoot and turn their heads, but it appears that they are unaware of any new danger that might have come onto the forest.
Interesting. Okay. I will scatter or offer the owls some dried fruits and nuts from one of my ration packs and thank them for their hospitality and willingness to answer my questions.
Nathaniel, you can make either an animal handling check or persuasion, but you can use, your wisdom, twice. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Animal handling or wisdom?
Or persuasion with wisdom. I know you already add your wisdom to it because of your fair ranger, but instead of your charisma, you would do it via wisdom because you're using speak with animals. I'm okay with either.
Okay.
It's a little bit weird.
Okay.
If it makes sense.
All right. Let's see which one's higher. Let's go with persuasion. I got a better score in that one. Ooh, gosh.
I'll assume it's a
roll.
+4 extra from your wisdom. It's a 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 15. That's not bad. 15's not bad.
Not bad indeed. And as you move a little bit closer, you will see multiple of those owls could just turn to your hands and accept this treat of yours. I'll move Nathaniel over to here. Make me a perception check, Nathaniel, and I'll turn towards you in a bit.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make that check while you're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm. Jethris, as you move towards there onto that area, you see in front of you a stone. But carved on top of this stone, there is a small symbol of a bull. The rock seems heavy and rough around the edges. It appears to be, in comparison to the other ones that are around here, the one that has taken some damage from the passing of time. The ground around the rock seems somewhat warped, as if it has, moved around in general and has taken some changes.
Okay. So it's a bull. All right. All right. Nothing to report as of now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel, via your perception, you do notice as the owls come a little bit closer towards you, the stones over here just glimmer with this soft green hue. You take a closer look towards there, and on top of that stone carved, it's a small symbol of an owl. Below it, there is a carved depiction of two given hands with a seed on top of them.
Hmm?
As you move a little bit around, you can see that all stones each have a small depiction on them.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
In general, I was referring.
Okay.
If I walk over here, do all the stones have the same kind of symbol on them, or are they different?
On top of this one, Satrix, there is a small symbol of a fox. There is a depiction below of a circle split in three parts, like the peace symbol, in a way,
Okay.
if that helps you visualize. Around the edges of each circle, there is a symbol, a leaf on the top left, on the left side, a humanoid holding a spear on the right side, and a campfire down below. You do notice something though. The soil in front of the stone in here is loose in comparison to the others. Easy to say or shovel through. There is writing above this depiction, though you can't really tell what the writing says. You are unable to understand the language.
Okay. I'll call to Goel or Nathaniel and say there's some strange writing over here, but I don't recognize this language. Also, this looks a little loose. If I push it with a finger, does anything fall off, or does it just kind of move a little bit?
You put your hand into the ground in front of you, Citrix, and you can easily just shove your hand into the ground and meld it with the earth and the texture around there. As if
okay. The stone is not loose. The ground
not
is
the stone,
loose. I
the
get
ground.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Never mind.
No worries.
Okay. Mm.
Hmm? Weird language?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't recognize it. I thought maybe some more of our forest-friendly people might recognize it, but I mean, it could just be a regular language that I don't recognize. If you guys want to come take a look at it,
I can check
I
it
mean,
out.
I can take a look too. I could always drink one of my potions as well, or I can give one of my potions to someone else too, if you'd like.
I can read all writing.
Oh, perfect. Go for it.
At first, Jathras, what languages do you know? I know that you can use your magic, but first,
yeah.
if you realize it at first, it provides extra hit.
I know Common, Giant, and Draconic.
It is neither of the three. So once you use your magic, though, you will see this carved top of.
Mm. It sees and balances all, meeting out wild water and drought, fire and ice, life and death.
Make me a religion check, Jeff.
Alrighty. Okay.
This passage is eerily familiar. You've heard it when you were, well, studying onto your bardic school. It appears that this is a passage from the holy words or rites of the old oak. a deity of earth, nature, life, a primal deity, and one of the wild woods. A neutral deity, that is, but definitely one very much akin to most druids around the world.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a passage from I don't know if you heard of it, the Old Oak. You all follow that. I know some of you follow those things.
Not deities of my worship, that's for sure.
Well, it doesn't seem weird that it'd be here. Like, I mean, it's all about nature and stuff, so.
Maybe this was their place of worship.
That makes sense.
In front of you, Regulus, as you stand over to here, carved on top of these 3 stones, in all 3 of them, there is a symbol of a cat. There's nothing else in the stone, yet you do notice that next to the ground in front of them there is a set of Omar. Single set.
Right. So, can I guess it'll probably be smarter for me to get someone else to look at these. Regulus is gonna look back and call over. I guess Nathaniel's looking kind of busy with the owls, being a Disney princess and whatever. He'll call over Goel. Goel, you're experienced with nature and animals and such, right?
Yes.
Can you tell what might have made this claw mark? Or how recent it is?
Let me take a look.
Make my survival check, go on.
Can I help? I guess I don't have proficiency, so I can't help, but.
You can have the advantage, girl. I mean, you can try with the best of your knowledge. You're able to make the survival check yourself, so pretty much you aid on to Goel. So go for it, Goel.
Yeah,
So on the GM layer, it is currently a 10.
that's with
Feel-
advantage and
Yes.
proficiency.
Feel free to take an insp for my recap.
Well, the new survival check is normal, not at advantage.
Yeah, I forgot to
Sadly,
take it
you
off.
reroll, no worries. At the very least, with 13, you can tell that these 2 paw marks that are onto the ground would appear to be the size of something in between of a cat and a tiger. Definitely a feline creature. Given the symbols around you, you would assume an enlarged cat, maybe a lynx, a creature of a medium size. That would be. Yet, they do appear to be, well, very recent, as if they were made just now. Yet, really, there is no trail around.
It's an old, wild forest feline. I've made this. Old did not as in age, but this is the age of this marking in itself.
Right. Interesting.
So, are these waters like springs, or what are they exactly? These little.
Small springs, indeed, they are.
Okay.
They do
So
have
like
a small
animals.
depth. Yep.
animals would come here to drink and stuff, right?
For sure. There is this scent, this alluring scent, this aroma, floral scent of the area that seems very appealing to any animal. You can see Snowsong is enjoying his presence. I bet Gary would do so.
You had to. You just
I
had,
had
to.
to. I had to.
You mean, terrible person. Regulus is going to go over to the edge of the water and sort of kneel down by it. He's just going to run his hand through the water.
It is cooler than you would assume. But other than that, it's very regenerating, very rejuvenating.
Yeah, I was waiting for the damage, but not wrong camping.
So
Now
somebody's
it's
gonna, jump in.
It seems that Snowsong is enjoying himself being in this fresh water. Well, not fresh, but clear, crystal clear, one would say, water.
I guess Jethros would just walk around, looking to see if there's anything else to read. Not really knowing what else they're doing here.
As you move around here, Jethros, on this stone over to here, carved on top of this stone, there is a small symbol of a bear. Right below, one thing is written into here as well, though you understand it, but are not able to tell the language it was written.
He'll read aloud to the group. Your eyes perceive me, yet I was never here. Alas, if you gaze again, you will find me near.
Are you working on a new bit, or is that?
I don't know.
Reading?
It's just fucking written on this rock.
And there's a picture of a bear on it?
Yeah, just sitting here. Sort of just like a drawing, I think. Or well, a carving, but because it's on the rock, it's not drawn. But
And then what did the other carvings say again?
As you look towards it, Nathaniel, as well, you can see that you do recognize this language. This is Sylvan.
Oh, okay.
And,
I do speak Sylvan.
Yes, and the lyrical tone does make sense for, Sylvan is a very, nearly like a song written language.
Mm-hmm. What does it say?
It's on the it's on the.
Oh, it's in the text. Okay.
Yeah. As you're near the area here, Jethros, you do see some markings onto that one. Technically, you would be able to read any writing, and if this is Druidic, you most certainly should be able to read it. On top of this stone, there is a small symbol of an eagle. There are indeed some Druidic markings in this one, though they only take a couple of shapes, all of them repeating. Each of them are found inside or in between some carved horizontal line.
This one's got an igloo. How are the owls doing?
How are the owls doing, Kazan?
As you move a little bit closer, Nathaniel, to the shrine over here, you can see that it is glowing with this potent hue. As you are offering to them something to eat, and more of them seem to get closer towards you, into your hands as you stand there, Nathaniel. You do see, and then everyone will see, the runes glow with this green ethereal magic, and a spectral spirit of an owl, face spirit, appears right above this boulder.
Does it say anything?
Nothing.
I greet it in Sylvan.
Make me an Arcana check, Nathaniel.
Okay.
Do you have Fae as your favorite enemies? I don't remember.
As a favorite enemy? No. No, I am a Fey Wanderer, though. That is one of my subclasses.
Arcana or investigation, Nathaniel?
Arcana or
Even
investigation.
insight. Either three can
Okay.
work. Insight as well.
Arcana, investigation, or insight. Let's go with insight. Hey, there we go.
You can tell that this is a magical Fae spirit. It's more so a projection as an inanimate image. Something that is put there so you know that it is more of a sight to behold and potentially an indicator of something perhaps done right, rather than it actually being alive there and standing.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have sentience, more of as an indicator.
I turn to everyone and say, well, I think we need to activate the stones. This one, I think, was activated by feeding the owls. Maybe we can figure out the puzzle on the rest?
Whoa. What happens when we activate them?
I don't know. Let's find out. I mean, it's a druid grove.
Most probably Fae attached to it. Yes.
Yeah.
What can go wrong? It's not like there's some great overlord looking over us, letting us dance to his whims like some Fae lord, you know.
So we're just gonna walk up to these mysterious stones and just activate them?
Yeah,
the
sure.
plan?
Why not?
All right.
We are adventurers. Sure.
Listen, the worry and caution in my character does not speak for my absolute will to see side quest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this one had a depiction of someone feeding the owls on it. So this one was pretty easy to figure out, but I'm sure that the words and sculpture, stone relief, whatever it is on each is going to give us a clue on how to activate it.
So one of us needs to punch a bear, the other a bull. Yeah. I guess Jethris looks at this stone, which appears to have some sort of musical notes on it, and right? That's what you said? I don't know.
It definitely to you looks like that, Jethris.
Alright, well, he's gonna take out his jug and, just start up a rowdy tune.
Make me first. It's technically an intelligence check with whichever musical instrument you prefer.
The jug, so it'd just be an intelligence check with proficiency, right?
Pretty much.
Do I have anything like that? Yeah, I have nature, so I'll just roll that. I'll make a macro later.
As you look towards this song that appears to be in front of you, you can see it's a loop.
Has anyone ever played a stringed instrument?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I haven't.
Definitely not.
What was it? Sorry.
Oh, wait.
A winged, or no, not winged, stringed instrument.
Well,
Well, I don't have a stringed instrument. I do have a flute.
wait a
That
second.
would be a stringed instrument.
He said flute, I think.
Oh, flute? I thought you said
Yeah.
lute.
Oh,
No,
I just forgot, my whole thing that I can do. Jethris is going to walk a bit away and then just through the magic of creation, strike up a different performance and create a lute.
Jeffries, you quickly use your magic and the grass around you starts lifting off, uprooting itself from the ground and slowly spiraling around you. All of those different leaves, flowers, and tree twigs turn into this natural tree-like lute.
All right, and he'll pick it up, inspect it a bit, and he'll tighten the strings a bit so it's a bit more twangy, and walk back over to the rock. And I'll play the lute to the song.
Make me a check with charisma with the lute.
All right. Do I get proficiency since I'm proficient in lutes?
Yes, of course.
Alrighty. Okay, I'll just add my proficiency bonus after. Way more easy. 18. No, 16. What am I talking about?
You start playing this melody, Jethros, and soon enough, the stone starts glimmering with this green hue and spreading its wings, and the ethereal projection of an eagle appears right in front of you.
All right.
As you look towards it and are surprised, the moment you stop your playing the lute, it instantly disappears.
Hmm. Well, I found out how to unlock the second seal to hell. So that's good. Anyone else having luck?
What we're really doing is we're just unlocking some vault of a whole bunch of druid weed.
We're unlocking this new character option.
Regular soul. Someone already inspected bear, right? What did the bear say?
It has the one that had the writing on Sylvan. I'll post it again.
Well, if it's in Sylvan, I might be buggered and trying to read that, so...
He read it aloud to everyone. Jethris did.
Jethris did earlier on. I posted it again.
I guess Regulus could have just not been listening if he wanted to, but...
Well, I mean, it was more just on the lines of, like, I would presume that it might not trigger if I can't see it, like, read it myself, but... I don't know. Is there anyone that hasn't been inspected? Or hasn't, like, seen writing? Or...
I think every single one has been inspected so far.
This one didn't have writing, though. If that's what you're asking.
Not everyone did. This was the only one that, seems heavier than each and every one of them, and obviously was the only stone that has taken some damage around the edges.
So the ball doesn't have anything.
No writing on it. Nothing.
And it doesn't. Does it look intact, or what's going on with it specifically? Is there any any tell?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, sure.
Uh
huh. Oh, it's higher than on brand, so lucky number 13.
From the ground around, you can tell that this is potentially the only Buddha that has been, not tethered to the ground, not pitched in there, rather moved.
Right. from this position, is there anywhere I can see like an indentation of where this boulder might have fit before, or where it was originally, if it was moved? I mean,
With a quick look around, there isn't anything in the nearby vicinity. The ground around is somewhat worked, as if potentially has been dragged, but not much further than the vicinity of it.
And you said the Foxstone had a leaf, a man with a spear, and a campfire, right?
That is true.
Does it look like there's a spot people used to make fires in this kind of clearing?
As you take a quick look around Satrix, it doesn't seem like there is a campfire around here. Nothing like that. Or any spot that was used for something like that.
So the trees and fire usually don't mix very well.
Mhm.
Okay, and there's just the writing. There's no like indentations on this rock, like where you could put something.
Not really. As Jeffress suggested earlier on, this is a part of the holy wards of the old oak. Given that Jeffress rolled extremely high as well, usually Jeffress, I should have mentioned that earlier, but that's okay. Usually they are words spoken during a burial rite.
Knew it. I'm so smart.
So during the burial rite. So I helped Nathaniel a little bit before. If I kind of try to recreate like a burial rite, and I say these words while I'm doing it, as like normally I would say like a prayer to like Muriel and the Yellow God, but instead I say these words when I do it. Does anything happen?
Make me an investigation, I would say, Save.
Ooh, I'm so good at these. Yep, that's about right.
You say the words, and as everyone is looking towards you, it does seem like you are, well, doing a fine job at it, yet nothing really happens.
She just shrugs and is like, I don't know what to do with this one.
How heavy does this stone look? It looks probably ludicrously heavy, yeah?
Well, potentially, regulars would have a very hard time to try and lift it.
Would I?
You can make me an athletics check.
Alright. Regulus will reach out towards it and clench his fist, and I will cast Reduce on it.
Make me again an athletics check.
So it's an eighth of what it used to be, what it used to weigh.
It's a very small boulder, that is.
I will certainly try. Athletics?
Yep.
-1, here goes. 7.
It's a very... Oh, go ahead.
Well, is it a fail?
Yes, that is a fail.
Okay. Then I will use a sorcery point to try it again.
Need one more than a 7. Hey.
A 13.
And indeed, as you manage to do so, to lift that boulder as you use your magic, the spectral image of a bull appears right above it. As you let the stone down, it disappears, but as you lift it again, it reappears.
Well, found that one. Need to lift it, I guess.
Wow, how'd you figure that out?
I don't know. Guess it's a hunch.
Mm.
Shatrix and Nathaniel, both of you, roll me a Arcana check.
Okay, can I inspire Shatrix?
Sure.
You should inspire Nathaniel. Don't inspire me to do this. Oh my gosh.
I know Nathaniel is okay in Arcana checks.
Oh, I am just as good at them as I am investigation checks. Oh, but look at that. If you
Go ahead and
actually
have it.
inspire me, I'll
Yeah.
use it to the roll. Okay. All right.
Solid.
Here we go. Here's a
Roll
D8.
2 and take the higher.
Okay.
As
look at
that is
that.
a 26. Shatrix, you stand for a moment and you look to your left, you look to your right, you look to all of those around, and it somehow clicks to you. Regulus was asking some days ago to create an amulet that would require you to know a specific spell. Though the spell, obviously, here is not what you know. You do recognize a connection with that. Well, there is the bull's strength. Here is an eagle. Here is an owl. Here is a cat. Here is a bear. And here is a fox. You can tell all of those, which is a druidic spell. These are indicators of how each and every one could be potentially activated. These are all spirit animals that are known for a single attribute that, well, they are important. You saw how Nathaniel, with patience and as an expert animal handler, allured those owls, and it invoked the druidic mount. You heard Jeffers playing this charismatic tune as the eagle appeared. In similar fashion, though Regulus might not be strong, with ways to cheat around that, he managed to pull a feat of strength, albeit a reduced feat of strength.
They kind of put the pieces together, and she'll look over at this stone and say, I think someone has to do something really cunning and smart with this stone. And this one, the cat one, I think we're going to have to be like someone really lithe and dexterous is going to have to do something. And the bear, I think that's going to require some fortitude.
I think someone go in the water and hold your breath.
That's a
I was,
shout.
I was thinking like punch the rock or something, but that works too.
Catch a salmon with your teeth.
Oh gosh.
And then, I think for the what is that? The cat, the fox.
Cat.
Oh,
Yeah. What if I do some like cool acrobatics? Is there
What about,
anything like
like-
written on those rocks?
yeah. And then for the fox, maybe there's like a puzzle to solve or something.
For someone smarter than me.
Is the passage incomplete? The passage to the old oak?
It is a segment from it.
Finish
You
the
can make me
passage, maybe?
another religion check, Jeffers.
I will try. First he'll ask, hey, does everyone know religion can help me out over here?
Absolutely, I can. What do you
I
want me to
just
do?
imagine I just imagine
religion
Nathaniel standing with both of his hands, owls everywhere around. Sure, I can help from the distance.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
What would
just
you like me
begging
to
for
ha-
advantage, essentially.
Yes,
I
I
don't
will. I will bounce ideas off you from the other side of the grove.
All right.
Try to give you assistance.
Didn't even need
Jethro, you stand in there and trying to piece it all together. You remember that this all images does seem to be somewhat connected to the falling. As you scratch your head and try to recite the words back and forth with Nathaniel correcting you here and there or filling the gaps, you do remember that, well, obviously, the holy symbol of the old oak is a leaf, and it is one of the three things that is being depicted in here. A humanoid holding a spear would definitely symbolize the orcs that are a danger to the forest multiple times. Even into the dogma of the old oak, they're mentioned as a danger as they carry fire and torches and those that. And for sure, a spear is the holy weapon of orcs. You can tell that this is some orcish depiction, for sure. And the campfire is usually where, once it's all said and done, around in the campfire, multiple will find the hearth. And by the said and done, you can tell that it potentially the campfire sign could refer to ash. All those three are, well, different tokens, trinkets, or offering. Call them whatever you like.
Alright. I guess Jethros will try and find some loose twigs around and call to Goel. Goel.
Yes.
This one might need you. I don't know. It's got like orcish stuff. Like it's got like a spear and like earth and stuff. And Jethros will start constructing a small fire, I guess.
I don't understand what the point of all this is.
Yeah, me neither. You guys just seem to want to do it, so. This is like, I don't know if I told you guys before, but this is definitely a graveyard. We're definitely messing with like graveyard shit.
Well, it's odd that someone would make a puzzle or some form of, I don't know if it's a defense mechanism, because you'd think if it was, it would just trigger upon entering the area. So clearly there's something more to it, maybe. Or maybe we're just
right, like a nature guardian that's gonna like pop out and murder us when we desecrate these graves.
Well, I mean, this area was tended by druids, right? We know that because the owls told us, and they also told us that it hasn't been tended in quite some time. So, if we activate these stones, we'll be activating whatever protection it was for the forest that the druids came here to activate. It might be important if we're going to go into this jungle, this forest, and fight this unholy terror that swallowed Gary. I mean, activating these stones and evoking whatever protection the druids originally had on the forest might actually help us. I think it's worth a shot, Jethros. I do.
All right. I was just telling Goel while we're doing it, you know.
Yeah. Zeke, you're pretty dexterous too. Maybe we can do some cool stunt. I was just thinking, I don't know if the paw prints, like, they want us to move in a certain direction, or like, are the rocks that are those 3 rocks, are they really tall? Like, could you jump from rock to rock?
Not really. They are pretty much at the height of yours.
Okay.
Medium size.
Okay.
they want you to play the forest lava.
Well, I think Zeke and I are pretty dexterous here.
You might be just a little bit more than me.
Okay. I guess kind of like in the direction the paw prints are going, I'm going to run. I'm going to like push off and do a handspring and try to do a flip and see if that does anything.
If it helps Atrix, just the paw marks indicate towards the rocks. The paw marks look towards the rocks, not further away from.
Oh, they go further away. Okay, so go towards the rocks. So I guess maybe Thirst tells me I don't know if I can really jump that high, but the path through the rocks, I guess. Maybe it's the path through the rocks. It looks pretty small. Like, could a person actually walk through there?
Well, one could squeeze potentially through them.
Zafira flies through. See what happens.
Nothing
happens. Damn it.
Okay. I guess.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, both of you just feel like a wing beat between the two of you, and then see nothing because she's invisible.
Okay. I guess. Well, if this rock's as tall as me, I don't think I could flip over it. But I guess I'll start maybe over here and end up close to the rocks and try to do this.
As Shatrix, you rush up forward and jump towards there. Do make me, I'll say, perception check. Zik, you can make me one as well, given that you're next.
Okay.
It's a hard one.
Thank God.
There's a landmine in there.
There's a landmine. I'm doing really well today. I'm just coming up with all these ideas and just like
As Shatrix did make a quick run towards there and attempted to do this maneuver, you did indeed see the rocks, one of the three, glow for just a smidge of a second, Zik, but it disappeared instantly. The moment that Shatrix tried to make the jump towards there, one of the lights appeared, but it disappeared instantly.
Like she jumped towards that rock, or just kind of in the direction of all of them?
As he was about to take a fast jump towards one of those rocks, pretty much. Right before.
I will inform Shatrix of that. Seems like one of those rocks they thought when you were jumping past.
Do you think I have to jump from rock to rock?
Maybe. Fuck if I know.
All right. Well, I'll try to. Can you help me get up onto the rock, and then I'll try to stand on one, I guess, and jump from rock to rock. See if that does anything.
Give it a shot.
Zeke, you move next towards Shatrix and try to help her lift up. As Zeke, you put, accidentally your feet onto the set of paw marks. You grab Shatrix and you try to lift her up. You see, right below you, as the stones start glowing, each one at a time with an ethereal light, and they alternate at a very high speed. As you hold Shatrix and you try to raise it, you can just both look towards it, not make a move, and they quickly continue to just alternate, each and every one lighting at a single time. You look down on your feet, Zeke, and you can see that you're standing directly above the paw mark.
Does it alternate like just between the rocks, or does it also alternate with the paw marks?
No, the paw marks are set in there, and you're pretty good at tracking and navigating survival skills. You can see, Zeke, as you are standing there, you can just lay it to the side. You realize that you are at an equal distance from each rock in front of you. And the runes continue to pop out, one at a time, from each rock and then disappear.
I'm gonna step off it for a second, see how quick they fade.
Instant. The moment you don't stand there, they're no longer there.
I'll step back on. Shay, if you want to try and, I don't know, jump between them as they're changing, maybe that'll do something.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll try that.
Now you can make me an acrobatics.
Come on, Shay.
Okay. Extremely nimble Satrix, as Zeke stands in there, looks towards the stones, and pretty much, I guess you can roll with advantage. Zeke is actually assisting you by pointing which rock you should jump on. So roll me once again. Not better, but at the very least, 22 is a high one, so you will at the very least learn a few things. You do see Zeke the moment that Satrix jumps from one rock to another, and she is incredibly nimble. Each and every one of those rocks glows and stands steady, though it seems that Satrix is not that fast. Jumping from rock to rock, it's nearly impossible to do at the pace that those runes appear. But the moment that her feet stand on top of one of those rocks, they instantly glow. The moment that the rock is quote-unquote tapped, hit,
Might need more
touched.
people to do this. Anyone got free hand? Feet, I guess.
I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to. And then the large reduced spell wears off. I narrowly avoid getting my hand crushed underneath a rock. I think this might be a Goel or this endeavor now.
You
But,
do see everyone, just for a moment, as a Snowsong is inside the water over to here, because Goel has been messaging me. Sorry, I didn't reply on the last one, Snowsong. Goel, you do see Snowsong seems to be going from in the water out to try and bite something, but it's never there. In regards to what I said you earlier, Goel. If that makes any sense.
So he sees something there, but it's just doing stuff in the pond to everyone else. Well, if it has gone for a while and no one paid attention to him, he'll probably go out of it and try and pull Zeke or someone, or Judas. Yeah, we'll say Zeke, because he looks more like Goel, and he'll pull him out of, or just like tug on his pants or something to try and get him to see.
What the fuck does this thing want? I guess I'll follow.
Make my perception check as you jump inside the pool. As you stand inside there, Zik, looking around you, you can see Snowsong is trying to goad you, trying to show you something. And it is true. You do see something. Slowly, out of the water as you stand inside, you can see a very faint green hue from this side, on the surface. It slowly seems to be expanding. Very slow, though.
So I'll trudge my way over to it. Appreciate my hand.
You take your hand out of the water and try to reach for something, but it's not there. You're still submerged, right? Just
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's not. I guess I stick my head up. Sorry, change.
The moment you come out, there is nothing there.
What do you see, Zeke?
Nothing right now. Some kind of green thing though. When I was under the water.
Maybe someone was onto something earlier.
Have to hold our
Maybe-
breath in the water.
Yeah. Regulus will walk over. I'm not very acrobatic, but
I mean, so like if I'm standing on like this rock, for example, is the rock still glowing?
No, somebody needs to be on the paw marks, pretty much. It is an indicator of where to stand.
I think we need 4 people for it, but I just don't know if it's.
Or, instead of jumping,
What if I like stood here and like could I contort myself to touch all of the rocks by like balancing? I don't know if that's what you're going for.
Twister.
As you're standing there, Satrix, and you're gonna just using your hands to keep it touch pretty much the rocks that are glowing. Make me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Oh boy.
You see, as well, it's easier to just touch the rock than by jumping on top of one another. The speed that you were lacking earlier on is what you managed to succeed using your hands, as indeed the spectral spirit of a cat will emerge from there. You were nearly that close with acrobatics, because the DC for acrobatics was 25.
Oh, so close. Yeah. she just feels a little silly now. She's like, I figured it out, guys. My hands are a lot faster than my feet.
This is the other joke is you do know Judas does need to breathe.
That's true. Judas, do you want to get, do you feel like taking a bath? I don't know.
Is the water cold?
Probably.
Is the water cold?
Let's say it's crystal clear and yes.
Is it painfully cold?
Oh, you'll be alright, mate.
It definitely is.
Big man
it
like
is?
you, I think you'll be fine.
If it's painfully cold, I'll take a dip.
It's killer.
Good. Anyway, Judas will go. Which one is it? This one with the bear one, right? Here and here? Yeah. And Judas would actually... Okay, so Judas will put down his weapon, pull off his shirt, put everything, just basically in his little loincloth and just jumps in. Time to swim.
Well.
So I just need to be in there or just be underwater for a time period?
Given what Zeke suggested earlier, I would assume submerged.
Well, Judas goes down, grabs hold of a rock that's at the bottom of the water, goes and crosses his legs around a big rock, and then sits there and starts basically meditating while taking in the exquisite nature of the ice-cold water on his skin.
For anybody else, there seems to be no change. Yet, Judas, you can see that this green light on top of the surface is slowly expanding. Slowly, but it does. Yet, you don't need to worry about breath. So you don't need to make me a constitution check, which is the only constitution check there is in the game. So, soon enough, you will, from down below, see spectral image of a bear, and everyone will see it as well.
Right. Well, I guess it's go out, lift a rock, maybe? And Deathwish, have you found out what that one over there is?
The fox one?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got some orc shit on there. I've been like throwing leaves into this fire and it's been doing fuck all. I don't know if Goel knows any orc shit that he can do.
Right.
I mean, it's asking for offerings, but like it's got a leaf and fire and stuff. And there's like a spear with
I'm just gonna walk. I remember Jethris played a tune on a lute, right, to get this to start.
Mm-hmm.
Just
as I said earlier on, go ahead, regular. Sorry.
Oh, out of pure curiosity, I'm gonna try and play the same tune with the flute. See if it does anything.
Make me charisma check with your flute, and I realized by now the confusion that was earlier on. Go ahead.
Okay. So would that just be? That just be like a regular, like a persuasion check sort of thing? Because it's
It's
proficiency.
proficiency and charisma, yes.
Okay, so I'll just roll a persuasion. Since it's probably the easier way to do it.
Go for it. And for sure, you can play it as well. What I was saying earlier on, and now I realize why the confusion. I didn't say a lute. I said it's a loop. The song is on a loop. Starts and ends and starts again. Apologies for me being misleading. So pretty much you can just stand there and play this tone. And as long as you're playing it, it will remain. This sorry for being
So
for
I
That's all
wasted
good.
my ability. I cannot believe you, Kazan.
Apologies.
So well, do you know any like Orcish rituals that like need offerings? Like,
That's a good question. Do I?
because it's got like a big old orc with a big old spear.
You can remember Goel. Any regalia adorned by an orc could be considered some sort of a trinket, a rite of passage, something from them. Small totems that they make out of trophies, perhaps animal teeth, stuff like that.
I'll take the necklace with the Snow Song fang. Take it off. Hand it.
Are you sure? I don't. It's asking for offerings. This might destroy it.
And he's gonna take it back and put it on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything that I want to give up.
I don't know, man. Just like rip off a piece of your shirt or something. I don't fucking know. If it doesn't work, I can put it right back on.
I'll rip off a leather piece from whatever I'm wearing and put it. See if it works.
And Jethris puts a leaf there. I had Jethris construct a fire, but I don't.
I saw that earlier on.
Yeah.
You made a small fire with it. I will assume you have some coal from it or something like that if you want remains of it.
Oh, sure. I was just gonna throw the shit in the fire. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess Jethris will take the charcoal from the burnt fire and will rub it like down his scaly face, and he'll raise the leather and a leaf up into the air and say, "Oh, old oak, we beseech thee to help us out of here."
You have all of these offerings with you, Jethris, as you try to, well, appease to the deity. Make me a religion check, though. Use your, either intelligence or wisdom, Jack.
Yep, intelligence.
As you look towards it and your feet kind of just are slightly buried under the very loose soil in front of you, you remember this is a funeral rite that you are saying. Well, indicating there is only one way to offer those.
Alright. right, so out of character. I have no idea how that is. Does Jethris know?
Yes. Better than Jethris, please.
Oh. Okay.
Hope it makes sense now.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
We're all doing great this morning.
This is rough.
I would say my excuse is I haven't had my coffee, but I've been up for like 12 hours, so.
Jethris will pull out the organic loot that he created uselessly and start scooping dirt out with it and throw the things in it and wipe the charcoal off his face and throw it in.
And indeed, the cunning of Jethris is unparalleled. Only by a fox, as a spectral fox will appear in front of you. There is only one that seems to be remaining. Well, Judas might have been drowned if he was unable to hold his breath, but he can hold it forever. Ever, ever, ever.
I'm enjoying the shower. Full body shower. Complete water.
A bath.
Are you, Zik, gonna be the one that's making this athletics here, or?
So I think it'll be Miracle Well. Yeah, fuck it. It's athletics. I can do that.
Oh, I thought you were proficient.
I am proficient. I just want to be extra proficient, dickhead. I'm going to.
Zeke, do you need some help over there? I finished this really easily.
Shots fired.
I'm fine.
I finished this really easily. I could help you out if you need.
I'm just staring at Jethris like deadpan as the shadow appears behind me. I'm just gonna try and lift it up. Oh no!
You can have inspiration for using a key point if you're willing to do it. So I'm okay with that.
Thank you, kind sir.
Another one. Damn it.
As Zeke puts his hand into the ground and his astral hands into the ground and let him do the work, you realize you need just a little bit of an extra push. You're so close. The symbol is really glowing.
Do you need some help, Zeke?
Just a little bit.
Quick
pick me up wouldn't do too much.
Jethris will come over and pat Zeke on the back and play him a little tune on the lute to inspire him.
Can I use that inspiration on that roll, or do I need to re-roll? Or...
Sure. Why not?
What's a
Go for
D8?
I think it is a D8. You roll twice.
Yeah.
Higher.
Oh, yeah, 2D8.
And then choose the higher, yeah. Nice.
Definitely take that 8.
And with an 8, that will be enough, as once again, the symbol of the bull will appear. And, oops, sorry for moving. I think I accidentally moved Judas.
Everyone dies.
As
Everyone dies.
As in an instant, the moment that all of those symbols, all of those spirit animals have appeared, they all dash and meet in the center of this grove. And as they combine themselves, Judas, I assume you submerge yourself to see what's happening. And they all take the form of a spirit, fey-like, a unicorn. And starts slowly to move up. Starts becoming faster, start accelerating.
I send the Zafira to follow after it, flying after it. And I'm gonna...
And the unicorn starts striding further away from here.
I'm gonna start chasing as well.
I guess we follow after the unicorn.
Jethris leisurely strolls.
And, well, for those that are not rushing towards there, who are not running, I will need a survival check.
I'm running. I'm not taking that risk.
Okay, I'm going to.
I'm
run.
definitely running.
Are we running after this thing?
That seems
Well,
to be
why the
what's
fuck
happening.
not?
By the way, anyone, the first person who's not running and leisurely walking, I'm probably gonna keep Zafira around them,
Well,
just
I'm
so that we
assuming-
have.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just fucking.
Yeah, I'm assuming Samsung saw people running, is just gonna run with them, not knowing what's going on. It's just,
He just wants to run. Zimmy.
yeah, they're just running. It's running time.
I guess it is indeed running time, as if somebody is falling behind or is slowly making his way, I will need a survival check. But for those that are running, you follow as the spirit of the unicorn seems to be not only moving through the different routes of this forest, it's even large areas filled with leaves just reveal passages. Vines creep and move to the sides as they allow for routes that one could
Uh-oh.
We lost you, Kaz. The unicorn got too far away.
He was just
he lost connection.
penguin.
He lost bars.
He was just about to describe how Jethris got filleted. Uh-oh.
That was Goel, not Snowsong.
By the way, just for your information, Jethris, you have a snake accessory that is gonna try and guide you back to the group.
Oh, should I roll with advantage then? I don't know. Ask.
What?
Kaz.
Break time, guys.
Woohoo!
Whoa!
He's gonna go throw a brick through his service provider's window. That's what he's gonna do.
Why'd I have to say leisurely strolls, man? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Man, I was looking up through the messages to like read back on stuff, and I completely missed Kaz being merciful and telling me to bury them before I started
nice one.
my
Nice.
ritual.
Before you decided to
Beseech the gods.
would have been I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. To you guys, it definitely looked like that was part of the ritual.
I definitely want to get like a sort of like a sketchy comic of him just doing that, and just everyone else having like 3 dots looking at him going, huh? Just over there praising the sun with with like coal on his face, and
I mean, in fairness,
Well,
I know me
I
as
was
a person,
having-
I wouldn't have got that either, but Zeke thinks you're an idiot.
Well, the moment the owl and the moment we figured out the eagle, I was going, this is basically old Dungeons and Dragons spells. Regards to, do you guys know the old Dungeons and Dragons spells? Fox cunning, bear strength, that stuff.
well, it doesn't.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically enhanced ability.
Yeah, I'm so old. I'm
Enhanced
so glad
ability is
just
what I was
stayed
thinking
quiet.
of.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the old D&D style spells was fox cunning, bull strength, bear's constitution, owl's wisdom. It was eagle's splendor, and it's basically focuses on each kind of ability. So, like for example, which was ability increase. So I was going, when I saw the first two, I was like, oh, I understand this. So I'm like, I'm going to take a snooze here and let you guys figure it out.
In
So
this,
Because
like
I thought it was
enhanced ability.
self-explanatory.
yeah, in
It was-
this
it's
day and age,
basically,
this day and age,
It's
we have
enhanced
enhanced ability.
Yeah.
well, it's enhanced ability. It's enhanced ability, but in old D&D, you
Back
had
in my
individual
day.
spells for it. Back in my day,
Back in
you
your
had
day,
to
you had
drink
to prepare even more spells.
Yeah, you
had to-
did. You did, boys.
I
And
tell
not
you,
had
even all of
to-
you got
you
the
boys have it
bards.
so easy nowadays.
Oh, it's so easy. You don't know the half of it, you little scampers.
You had
Need
to
put you over my knee and give you a spanking.
you had to walk 2 ways uphill to get your spell slots. You know, shit like
You
that.
know, if you were a bard, you would get certain spells, but you wouldn't get the other spells. I mean, a wizard didn't even get all the spells.
I tell you what, y'all with
You
your
just
computers
whippersnappers.
nowadays. Oh, we
Little
used to just have
whippersnappers.
paper and dice, and that's what we dealt with.
Do you guys still remember what Taco was? Taco?
Oh
That
my
was like
God.
third edition, man. That's how we calculated tech.
Oof.
You know
Skill
what?
in
No,
third
keep-
Don't
edition.
talk about
Taco.
It's evolved, guys. We're all old timey now.
You
Speaking
don't
of
know the
D&D.
half of it. You do not know.
What the hell is going on?
Basically, I was telling them after the second rock, the first rock was the owl, and after the second rock was like an eagle or something. I was like, oh, I exactly know how this works because me being an old timey still remembers the days you got spells like owl's wisdom, and fox cunning, and bull strength. You know, these whippersnappers have their enhanced ability. You know, it's like, ooh, I've got enhanced ability. It's like a freaking iPhone, I tell you.
Gosh, Dad, shut up. Just
I
get
think-
invincibility.
I think you need. I don't know whenever you're gonna do it. You need to make like an old timey, like a prospector character, Gladrong or Judas. You need to make a prospector and just have him speaking that voice the entire time.
One day it will happen, but not this day. This day, man shall not fall.
This is
I'll say now it's just going into Lord of the Rings territory here.
this is what
Yeah.
Jethros is gonna sound like in his old age.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Yes,
I don't know if I didn't. Some of them have probably heard my Gollum voice before. Gollum, dirty little hobbit sister steals it from us. Yes, come here, Jeffrey. Yes, gives me the precious Jeffries. Now, Gollum.
That's very good.
It is very good. It sounds like you've definitely been practicing.
You could really use that voice for a hug as well in Dungeons and Dragons if you ever DM one. It's easily one of the best things you can do with it.
Yep. I definitely need to go make a meme about that freaking spells. It's like when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you're like, El's wisdom spell. And they're like, what's that?
I mean, at the very end of this trial, I couldn't keep a straight face as Jethros was putting that all to himself, and I'm like, it's supposed to go on the ground. I would imagine that the owls were looking towards Jethros and they're like, what the hell is he doing?
The owls were just having a great time laughing at us. They're like these
In general, but that's how it usually goes with creatures. I hope it wasn't too hard to figure out each and every one of those.
No, it was fun. It just took us way too long. It's like that meme. What is it like? You know, as a DM, you like look up puzzles for toddlers or something. Isn't that the meme?
I tried to keep it as simple as I could. I had different ideas at first, but I'm aware that sometimes puzzles can be very frustrating to deal with, so I toned it down. This was the entrance. It was very hard to find a single constitution check, not a save.
what was it? I remember. It was like basically the same thing as what Chatrix said, but like, I actually know someone who ran a D&D thing, and they teleported to like they were doing like Dungeons and the Mad Mage or something like that, or Tomb of Horrors, and they teleported to Are you smarter than a than an 8th grader or whatever it is?
Are you smarter than the fifth
Oh.
grader? I think, right?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would say. Yeah.
yeah. What is the capital of France?
Or a giant board that had all the magic types on it. And if you stepped on anything that any word that had like a school of magic or just magic, something would happen. And if you stepped on transmutation, you had to roll against a save to be turned into a frog.
That sounds like Harry Potter type of shit, man.
It is Harry Potter type of shit. But
Classic. But yeah, I knew the moment I saw that owl, I was like, why? Owl's wisdom? Oh, I'll go and sit down and sleep. Let cousin enjoy this. Hey, give me credit. I was very quiet. I did not give it away.
I actually thought you did not like the puzzle and you were bored of it for a moment. I felt bad, but now that I hear you, it makes me happy.
I just understood it, so I was like, no.
Yeah. That's fair play. I get it. I get that, but I didn't know about that, so it was like, oh man, the silence is killing me. We have to move forward.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do a K-Row on you.
And checking from the minute that I sent that message, we should be back from break by now. Just to double check to see if everyone is here. Obviously, I had Judas, Guel, you here? You good to go?
Yep.
Jethros? I assume Jethros needs a moment or two. Nathaniel?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Regulus?
Yep.
Sadrix?
Here.
And Zeke?
Yep.
Okay, hopefully Jethros will be back soon. As with that being said, I don't know exactly where I cut off. They might have spoiled by putting you onto a different screen. So where did exactly I disconnected?
You said something about vines, remember?
Pretty much into places, into the forest, there are these walls of vines that, well, no one would move through them. It would be impossible. They're like a wall of sort. But they spread and make a way, a ravine. Front of the unicorn spin. Welcome back, Jethros. As it moves through secret ways and passes into the forest, and will lead you into this serene lake. And as the unicorn jumps, the spirit jumps into the water, it disappears. Yet the water does glow with it. This nearly prismatic, multicolored hue.
Let me know when you're done. Oh,
Gonna start following where it went. By the way, Zafira is over with Jethros to try and lead him.
It will take some time, but hopefully Jethros will make his way here.
Do I see anything in my reflection in the water?
There is nothing in there. Yet you can feel this warm sense, this nearly overpowering energy floating and emitting from the water itself.
I'll turn ahead back towards Zeke or Shatrix. I know this might seem dumb, but I really kind of do want to try and follow wherever it went, and well, if something really starts to bad happening to me, one of you please pull me out.
I'll think about it.
I'll buy you liquor next time we're in town.
Depends on the type, but alright, go for it.
Regulus is gonna just sort of slide into this water.
Roll me d12, Regulus.
Oh boy.
Nothing seems to change as you dive inside there. You submerge yourself into the water. Yet, you look at your hands and you can feel this pure water that seems to gleaming with magic. You get out of the water refreshed, yet unbeknownst to you what may have happened. It seems strange, yet Zeke, Satrix, Judas, there is something different about Regulus. If Regulus, unbeknownst to him, wants to explain what has just changed.
You sort of see like when he sort of like climbs up out, you just kind of like that's everything's the same about him, except when you look at his like pink hair, you see just a little bit of yellow suddenly appear, and a bit more as do I roll that, Kaz, or
Yeah, go for it.
okay? Oh my god.
Super sad,
10. I'll find out what the flower is actually called, but 10 flowers sprout out of my head.
Lol.
They're probably going to be like bright pink.
You've got something in your hair there, mate.
What?
You've got flowers in your hair.
Regulus will sort of look up and like go to feel, and he'll go sort of raise his eyebrow until he'll pick it out and sort of look at it. And I imagine you sort of blink and just there's still one there. From wherever you picked it.
It's supposed to be a good thing or what?
Standing next to him, Zeke, you can, well, even the standing bitch face, half-orc, resting bitch face, sorry, cannot admire, or at the very least be enthralled somewhat by the smell. For those flowers do smell lovely, and there is a magical scent, and they look pristine, as if they have been groomed and tended to for years.
Listen, I got the best perfume ever. Or the best cologne, I guess. And, well, it doesn't really hurt at all. Smells nice.
You look ridiculous.
Regulus looks at Zeke and then, like, down at his bright green and black clothing mixed with bright blue and pink skin. Think that's the first thing that makes me ridiculous?
You've always been ridiculous, but it's just icing on the cake.
Flowers on the cake.
Alright. Floats your boat.
Yeah. Regulus is gonna look at Zeke. Why don't you try?
Yeah, I would, but I'm not a big fan of flowers, Mia, so else wants to go first or second, I guess, be my guess.
Is the water still glowing?
Yep.
Hmm. All right, why not? I guess I'll stick my hand in. Does anything happen?
Roll me d12, Satrix. As Satrix, as you stand with the rest of the group around here, and you can feel the cold waters, you can turn, and as you look to your allies, you see from Regulus's head those nearly transparent thinking clouds slowly appear around him, as pretty much in a small depiction in there, you see a Regulus casting magic and throwing Zik inside the lake.
She kind of just like chuckles to herself and kind of like blink a few times. And suddenly, when you see her looking at things, it's like she ponders them a little bit more. But no strange appearance changes.
All right there.
Yeah, just she kind of smiles and looks between you and Regulus. And she's like, I have a feeling one of you might end up pretty wet, that's all.
Make me con save, Zik.
That's
You're in the
not-
water.
Oh, fuck.
You're in the water.
I was like, that's not that bad.
Roll me d12, Zik, as you magically are shunted inside the water.
Something different. Thank God it's not flares in my hair.
Oh, it could get worse. It's definitely.
As inside the water, as you find yourself, Zik, you quickly try to climb out of there. Yet as you guys see Zik come out of the ground, it seems that his hands are nearly stuck onto the side, those rocks.
Fucking hell. I'm just like trying to pull my hand off the ground.
Putting your thought to it, you manage to easily do so.
Not bad. Alright, listen, you little prick. Maybe don't do that again, because that could have been out.
Regulus is just laughing.
I'd hit you, but I'm a little afraid I might get stuck.
I'll go ahead and get in the water.
Everyone's rolling the dice.
Roll me d12 now. I will
Here comes
reroll
the-
duplicates if you want.
Here comes the one, guys. Here comes the one. Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
Looks like
If you want, you can reroll that because Zeke has it. But I'll give it up to you.
sure. I'll reroll. Why not? Let's try to get something different for everybody.
oh, 12. There we
That's
go.
kind of cool.
Yeah, that's gotta be cool.
Well, definitely not gonna be creepy. So,
Oh,
feel free to explain to describe it. Nathaniel.
Let me see. Oh, it's in Discord. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Send it.
Oh, are you kidding me? You guys see Nathaniel kind of hold his hand to his head for a moment and say, "Oh man, I got a little bit of a headache. Are you sure this is a good spring?" And you watch as the skin on the center of his forehead kind of twists for a minute, and then bloop, an eye opens on the center of his forehead, and he looks around for a moment and says, "Oh man, this is weird. Oh boy, this is weird. I'm getting out of the spring now," and climbs out of the spring.
As you stand there, Nathaniel, with your true sight, you can see everywhere around this multicolored hue, all wrapping around this clearing of the forest, and there are so many creatures that glimmer with this pale hue that are all watching you. All and above, into the distance, around here above this small cavern, you see 3 bigger ones. That of the unicorn that led you here, that of a bear, and that of an eagle. All 3 way bigger than the rest. You can make the nature check now.
Okay. Ooh, +0. Here we go. Not bad.
You had already this thought earlier on, and being a Fey Wanderer yourself, you know a few things here and there, but it now is apparent. This was a Circle of the Shepherd Druidic Grove. Druids that speak with Fey spirits and call them to their aid, with their signature abilities being the bear totems, the unicorn totems, and the eagle totem.
I say, well, the animal spirits seem to want us to go over to that cave over there when we're done here, guys. Pointing to the cave over here.
Oh, I didn't see that when I walked over here. Shit. Well, it's a good thing this spring isn't like poison you guys, because you could have definitely died, but it looks like you're fine.
I don't look weird or anything, do I? Kind of looks
No.
around.
Shatrix
Okay.
has like this weird look on her face. She looks slightly terrified. She's like, that's not a good look.
Regulus kind of just looks towards Nathaniel and says, I don't know, have you ever considered having your hair just sort of in front of your center of your forehead? I don't know. It might be a different look for you.
Like bangs?
Yeah, like that.
I mean, I guess I could rock some bangs. I don't know.
Well, maybe not permanent bangs. Let's see. If you just like take like a hairpin I have out of my hair that's like helping keep it up, and
over.
I'm gonna like come over and just like try to artfully style some hair, just kind of swooping across your forehead and pin it on the other side.
Nathaniel whispers to you, "Is there something wrong with my hair? Did the pool do something to my hair?"
No, not your hair. You've got an extra eye.
He looks shocked, but he just kind of swallows and stoically just stands there.
Staring with his third. Never blinks.
You see a snowstorm comes out of the water looking completely golden.
It's gonna jump back in the water.
No double effects on.
Your
Double
dog
dipping.
is blinged up.
Yeah, is he sparkly golden or is he just like the color golden?
Shimmering gold.
Ooh, so pretty.
Don't.
Come on, Jethris. Peer pressure.
I mean, all right. I mean,
It can't be worse than that. She points
Oh,
at
I'm waiting.
Feels
I mean,
for
it doesn't look like it's gonna kill me, so might as well.
Oh, please, Peter.
Jethris
be
is
a
gonna
little bit
scoop it up and drink some after everyone's been
Give me
inside
that
of it.
D12. Give me that D12.
9.
Oh no. I think I know
die.
what that is. Oh, it's so much worse.
That's the one I got. That's not too bad.
Oh.
Or the 7. Sorry, someone rolled the 7.
Let me roll that.
Alright, you
then.
rolled a 9. Never mind.
Let me just roll that.
Sorry, not the 9. I was talking
Alright.
about the 7.
Okay.
Oh, I get to roll another D4 too. One day. Okay. I guess as like he looks up from the water, you see just something start sprouting from just like the top of his dome, and just looks like a fleshy stem pokes out, and it opens into an eye.
I'm so happy. I think I know I'm looking, but I'm so happy Goel did that.
I thank you, Goel, for this.
Thank you. Oh no.
Please type it out. Just let everyone know. I think I did.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Did you say you got more eyes too, Jethris?
I got one singular eye stalk protruding out of the top of my head.
Oh. Shatrix looks around. She's like, I don't think any hairpins are gonna fix that.
You see, as Jethros can just turn back and forth, as it is clear to see, for him to see that, well, he can see now at his back.
I don't see a problem. This is like way better.
It's fucking disgusting, mate.
I mean, think about it. If Jethris went like under the water, he could see just like a periscope submarine.
I could just do that anyway, but yeah.
Goel, do you feel alright?
I don't feel any different.
Oh no.
Everything seems fine.
I love it.
Your
God, I hope this
voice
lasts.
is so great. I didn't realize you could sing.
Those dulcet tones.
I'm singing.
Question mark.
This is brilliant.
I'm so glad I pushed the button on this to turn the key.
Judas, have you gotten in yet?
What's worse is I almost want Judas to roll the same as Goel.
It'll be a musical.
Where do I even... Andrews will just put his hand in and wash his face.
His face melts off.
Give me that D12. I think we have
Hey, we
not
got a different
seen...
one. Oh, no, actually,
Yep.
I think we did see that one already, didn't we?
Nope, we have not. Here it is. I'll send it on. I can send it to on Roll20 as well. What do others see, Judas?
You, as he puts his hand and pulls it out and washes his face, and he kind of turns to, you suddenly see a fine down of feathers covering his entire face, and suddenly golden feathers start sprouting out all over his skin. And everywhere you see skin, there's just golden feathers covering him. Judas has turned into a golden chicken.
A golden chicken.
Well,
He's
he's
not a chicken, but yeah, I've golden
He's Big
feathers
Bird
all over
now.
my body.
Oh my god.
Big Bird now.
Mm.
I'm sorry. It's too funny.
Mm.
I like how Regulus is this kind of like thematic to the whole flowery like look he has, and everyone else just seems to be. Well, I think
Deformed.
some are fitting.
The singing orc
and
is
that
fitting.
and then he goes, just goes, and that was why, kids, you don't swim in random random pools of
Random
water.
pools of water.
The more you know.
I just want to like a long rest here so that I can come back and do it again. That's how that works. I don't think it is, but
Yeah, well, Nate, you said those things are waiting for us. Should we keep them waiting? Or... Hmm?
Yeah, they're just kind of standing over there above that cave. I think they want us to see what's inside of it.
Yeah, I don't even know how I missed that thing. It's so big.
Regulus starts pulling out some of the flowers on his head, and whenever they regrow, he just tries to see if they change color, which they do.
Jethris touches the eye stalk, but realizes it feels like his body, so he won't rip it out.
Metal. Right. Well, that was an enlightening experience. I'm glad you took part, Zeke. And he pats him on the shoulder.
Usual resting bitch face. Staring back here.
Regulus will take a flower off his head and offer it to Zeke. Here you go.
I'll just whack it out of his hand. Let's
Of
keep
course
going.
you would. Yeah. Regulus will start making his way down towards the cave. Leaving a nice flowery scent wherever he walks.
Inside there, it is a very small cave. It's not that big. You can see three small statues. One of a bear, one of a unicorn, and one of an eagle. Three of them are in a semicircle, kind of just posed, and in the middle of them there are three items. A wand seems to have grown leaves out of it. A small twig with a set of bells onto the very end of it. And a green cape with forest adornments around it and earthly texture as well, camouflaging nearly. Standing in middle of those.
Huh. Does anyone have the ability to identify items?
I mean, well, I don't know. Are they? What are we looking at? I can look at them. But
Wait, make sure there are no traps or defenses or anything before you go.
Jethris will use his newfound ability to use his eyeball and look for traps.
You can make my perception, I think, at advantage. Huh?
Yeah.
Jeff is looking both ways of the street. Well, in this case of the cave, there does not seem to be something like a mechanism, like a trap, or magic, a sigil, perhaps. Anything that seems to be well protected this place.
It's clear.
Okay. Gosh, do I have Detect Magic memorized today?
Jethris will just walk up and look at the twig. Can he sense anything weird about this twig?
You take a quick look towards that twig. What's in closer look? It is a silvery brown. A pair of small golden bells are attached to the very end of it. You can tell that it is magical. Spending some time, you would be able to figure out what it does. Or casting Identify would work.
They look magic. I guess Jethris checks the podiums and nothing suspicious about these podiums that they're on.
Nothing, more of a small shrine. This appears to be a druidic shrine. Maybe offering, maybe treasure, maybe their home, maybe tokens left behind for those that arrive. Who knows why those items were left? But there doesn't seem to be any clue or hint as there is something bigger that you are missing.
All right, Jethris.
The Fey spirits. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jethris.
Well, no, go ahead. What you were doing? Jethris.
I was just gonna say to you, Jethris, I think the Fey spirits wanted us to have these. They were definitely trying to lead us into this cave. I don't think it would angry any of the spirits of this grove if we were to take it, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, all right. Finders keepers then.
I think whatever harm befell these druids, it's possible that the spirits may wish for us to make things right, whatever happened to them. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be angry or anything.
What if the druids came on the boat?
What if the druids what?
Came on the boat. And, that guy. Maybe that's why they stopped
whatever. Yeah, or like maybe they said it was spreading throughout the forest. Maybe they got caught up in whatever that was, and this might help.
Maybe. All right, Jethris. All right, yeah. Jethris is gonna pick up the shit and bring it to the group.
Onto the items tab, you can see what they do. You slowly examine them.
Okay. I picks up the twig. Or no, this isn't the twig, it's the wand. Looks like you can trap things with this. Like a couple times per day. Picks up the cape. Looks like if you're like a nature guy, you can like use this to sling your magic shit. And you can sneak away like pretty quickly, like in nature areas. Picks up the branch. Wow, this does a lot. This helps you like look for like otherworldly things, like godly things or things that are like alien to the world or elementals and stuff, and lets you use some pretty good protective magic. And I'll just put that in front of the group, all of them.
Goel will pick up the cape.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it would fit a giant orc?
I would like to assume that Gola says, it fits, whoosh, and stretches it open. There's a hole onto the arms of it, but sure, it can definitely fit.
Are these in the items?
Yes.
Yes,
oh, they are.
It is the Wand of the Entangle, the Nature's Bundle, and the Bellbrand. I think only the Wand of Entangle does not need what it is that it does not need attunement. Yes, the other two do need attunement.
Ooh.
Just gonna start singing with the cape. I just need a mask. And I'll be the Phantom of the Forest.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can anyone even attune to the? Oh no, I guess Regulus, you're a warlock now, aren't you?
Jethris
Yes.
or Regulus, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You both are. Sorry, I forgot.
Can't believe you.
Because it doesn't. So the Wand of Entangle doesn't require. Do these not require attune? Oh, the Wand of Entangle doesn't require attunement. Okay.
It's the only one that does not, because it's
Okay.
super bad as an item. So I removed it.
This is a Cloak of Elvenkind, right?
No, it's not a Cloak of Elvenkind. It's a different item.
Okay.
You can see it on the item tab what it does.
Alrighty.
Yes, you have your genie friend. How could I forget?
My employer.
Nature's Mantle, right.
Does Jethris have any particular will to use the bell branch, as it's something that either of us can use?
I mean, if you're full on magic stuff, Jethris, all he has is the, what is it called? The
Most
Periapt.
and most of the stuff I'm using is regular use. So you can, I'd say it's just for a fully up game for you.
Sure. Since he's a musical sort, Jethris will just pick up the bell branch, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll try and put this to use.
Oh.
The bar.
Oh no.
I'll re-add it.
This thing can, anyone can pick it up, really. It's got a lot of charge. You can use it a lot, too. As long as you don't overuse it.
Well, it could be handy if you need a sudden. That's the spell that has like an area of effect, right? Like 20-foot.
Entangle?
it's like a
radius.
10 foot.
And it
10 foot.
restrains, like, things.
Yeah. It might be good against like the small little creatures we've been going up against, like those big mobs of little tiny creatures that we go up against.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
I think if someone's going to take it, it should be someone who's pretty quick to react, so they can get it off early in combat.
Well, usually Regulus and Zeke have the gift of alacrity, but I'm not sure who else has the highest initiative.
You also have to remember it's concentration, too, so it might mess with your other stuff.
Yeah, it is also concentration. I've also got Vigilant Blessing that I can actually bestow on anybody. But yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is Entangle's also concentration. I mean, I'm usually getting out Spike Growth anyway. I almost want to say, do you guys want to give it to somebody who isn't normally a spellcaster?
Yeah, like Zeke, would this interest you?
I mean, I'm not against it. Sure, I'd use it that well, though. Given the whole concentration thing.
Do you wait? Oh, are your arms concentration?
They're not. My con sucks ass.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, well, even if like you can't focus on it for a while, this could also just be an easy way to get away from some people that are chasing us. Just slow them down a bit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can hold on. I mean, yeah. Do you want to give it to Zeke?
Yeah, and you'll Q with it too.
Shut the fuck up.
Hmm.
I try and throw something at Zeke's hand, seeing how he got stuck to something earlier.
I'm gonna use deflect
Catch.
missiles to
I
throw
mean,
it back
listen.
at you. I'm using it to
Can you
throw
throw
it
it?
back at you. At full
Can you
force.
throw it?
Strike him!
How does this work? I barely use
I guess make me a
1d6 or something.
your astral strike attack pretty much because it's a dart. You use it as a monk weapon. So
Doesn't hit.
I think it misses actually.
Yeah, it doesn't
Nope.
hit.
It hits the wall behind you, just shatters a bunch of the rock.
Oh, that's a sturdy water skin. That would have hurt.
Sure would have. Watch yourself, mate.
I always do. Although it's you the one that seems to need to watch yourself sometimes.
Yeah, alright. Whatever. If we get out of this place then, sitting around. Got our stuff.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Get back to the ship. The fucking the cat was gonna be like, "What the?"
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Oof.
How are you gonna? How are we gonna explain some of like the extra limb parts?
You mean the?
All that threatening visage that Jew just had over the captain is now gone, as he is just Big Bird.
I have a prehensile eye now, so that's pretty cool. Well, yeah. I guess we should head back since I don't think there's really anything else to do here, right?
That works for me. Oh. I'm gonna get one last. The Zephyr will take a dip in the water.
Joffrey.
I forgot
See
about
what
it. I'm gonna do it again. We don't
here's
roll
the
the one yet,
one.
I don't think.
You did not. And Zephyr, I guess, is well blessed to have you all by her side. And extra blessed by the spring waters.
Hooray! Something that's not gonna come into effect at all. But whatever. Yeah. The Zephyr just seems extra radiant, extra glowy. Alright. Now I'm satisfied. Let's go.
Alrighty.
You take
Move out.
a little bit of time to return back towards the boat. Indeed, via this weird exhibition, this weird side trip, one would say, into the riverbank, you, for a moment, forgot about the ominous, sinister, and vile effects that are happening as we speak around here. You forgot that there is something that looms into the forest, something dark and sinister. Slowly returning back to the coast of the river towards the riverboat, this memory comes back to your head as with the thought that, well, it was nice while this lasted, this peace. As you move towards there, it seems that Captain Walmore has, nearly finished what he was fixing earlier on. He has moved the staff around into the middle room, so you can, do as you please and sleep there if needed be. As the moment he lays eyes on you, he will, surprised as he is look and say, What happened to the lot of you? He looks towards Jethros, who has a extra small appendage jumping out of his back of his head, towards Regulus, who has a bouquet on his hair. Though this is definitely not the most weird thing that he's seeing right now, as Snowshock is all golden, yet Nathaniel has an eyeball in the midst of his face. In the back, Julius is covered with these golden feathers. As the captain himself is shocked.
We took a dip.
Took a deep to.
We check out those ruins, and we sort of just like messed with some ritualistic things for druids, and we just hopped in like a spring that we found, as you do.
Right. He keeps going on and on as he's looking at taking it all in. He looks towards you, Jethros. Then next towards Nathaniel. You two all right? You've got and he looks appalled.
The prehensile eye turns to look at the captain. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm alright. Well, you Nate, you feeling good?
The captain looks towards Nathaniel, and as he looks towards him, disgusted, he says, "You've got." The captain scratches his forehead as he takes a step back. Never mind.
Honestly, Captain, I don't think you're the one that should be disgusted with us. But yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Enough, he says as he moves inside. You can hear small, soft whispering from and mumbling to himself. Why did I start drinking too early? Oh, and he comes out again. Oh, sorry. Well, work's finished. We're good to go. Seems you enjoyed your trip.
Great.
Before he goes back inside, Biggles will walk up silently with a smile on his face, and then just like pluck a flower out of his head and offer it.
The captain grabs the flower, smells it. Surely smells nice.
Right.
Thanks.
There you go. Not all bad. And Regulus will walk back away.
Into the back, you see as the riverboard wheel, I knew, start floating, sailing further and further into the river.
Mm.
Right, folks, prepare to get a little close quarters, he'll say. Next passage is going to be a little tough. We'll be going at slower pace. that's okay with you.
Fine by me.
Uh, not getting anywhere faster.
And soon enough, you'll be moving through the forest bank, through this massive ravine. On top of the ship, as you are all laughing about the recent expedition, from time to time hearing Goel singing is definitely a sight to behold. As you look up, you hear even Captain Wormhorn wonder himself, the hell? And you can see small humanoids seem to be around and on top of the branches of this forest. All those toad-like creatures in multiple and different colors. From golden, orange, red, blue, purple, and green. All of those little creatures seems to be standing in there, moving through the massive vines and making soft noises as you are approaching. Small sounds, though you are not really able to tell much.
We can hear them chattering.
You can hear faintly in that they are exchanging some, well, not words, but definitely some noises with one another. If they are definitely communicating.
Jethris will just I guess tap his forehead and cast tongues.
You can make me a perception check, Jethris.
Oh, all right. Shift. Oh, it's not sight, so never mind. So perception.
You can hear a few words here and there as they are coming, as you are approaching towards them. Humans, people, many, and they are coming. Get closer, assess. They seem sacred. You can make me an insight check if you wish.
Oh, at advantage. Wow, I actually get to use the thing.
Hello.
I'll get to you just a second.
Yeah. Nice.
What do I have again? Like advantage on charisma saves or something?
Charisma checks. I think it's persuasion.
Oh my gosh, it's a 13. It's all good.
They don't seem alarmed, Satrix. They're definitely interested by your presence here. Go ahead, Jeffress.
Hello. Howdy.
You see as all of those little frog people look at one another. You hear soft words. This one can speak Grung. This one can speak Grung. This one can speak Grung. You can hear all of them are surprised to see that.
What you up to, little guys? Oh no.
They They look down towards you and, in a sense, panicked. They look at one another.
Uh-oh.
We should get the speaker. Yes, we should get the speaker. Yes, we should get the speaker. Yes, we should get the speaker. And you see as the creatures start moving around downwards, and this one will start moving closer and look down towards you. They whisper to one another, and Jethro, you are not able to hear what they say because they are at distance from them. Oops, sorry. Weird how the map currently is.
Jethers just twiddles with his thumbs as he waits.
Give me just a second to move your characters. I'll move you all together.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make that 3Ds. As you're moving towards there, one of those creatures will jump down, then a second one, then a third one, and then a fourth one. A number of them will actually do so as
Jethris
they come
ease
a little
the
bit
rest of the crowd.
closer and look towards you. Keep an eye on you. Let's bring this one.
Jethris is just gonna motion to the rest of the crew to ease it a bit. It's fine.
Does anyone have proficiency in either painter's kit or disguise? Painter supplies, I think it's called.
No.
No.
I don't think anyone does, but I did want to jump.
Yeah. And what?
Painter's supplies or disguise
Oh,
kit?
painters, no. No, nope.
As they come a little bit closer and keep their eyes towards you. The golden ground with some sort of staff and some adornments of small and tiny little animals that it potentially has killed looks towards you, Petrus, speaking up. You speak Grung. Where did you learn that?
Well, speaking grown, I'm able to arcanely manipulate my voice to be able to understand and speak all kinds of languages.
So, interested, it looks, and makes a motion to the other Grung. Move, get closer, examine, assess. And the small Grungs start, well, technically surrounding you, but moving very, very, very close in close quarters with you, and just look at you. Examine from equipment and gear to anything that you may have looking fancy.
Looking for something? Can I help you?
One of the Grung, the purple one, moves to the back and turns and looks towards Snow. Looks towards it and tries to see if it is actually alive or is it a statue. It's alive. And the Grung tries to touch Snowsong.
Mm-hmm.
Goel?
Yeah.
Does Snowsong do anything to it, or?
Snowsong dies.
It's just gonna look confused as it touches him. It's not gonna do much.
The creature, does Snowsong look alive and sentient, or is it looking like a statue? Because they believe it's a statue, that's what I'm mostly taking.
No, he's gonna move and tilt his head like, what are you doing?
Do roll me Constitution save from Snow Song.
Okay.
As the Grung touches a Snow Song and tries to see if he's a sculpture or an actual creature, the moment that he touches, Snow Song feels the need to repel himself, as these creatures do have a poisonous skin. Snow Song, however, is not affected by that.
He's
The
gonna
creature
do
looks.
the throw up motion, but nothing comes out.
The Grung takes a step back, intimidated by Snow Song, and you see as Jethros, he turns back, looks to the rest, and makes a hand gesture as it says, "This one. Nice."
Can I make an insight check on what that means?
Go for it.
Alright.
You can see it is definitely impressed by the appearance of Snow and you can see that as all of those creatures are looking and examining towards you, there is a sign of greed into the eyes of it.
Yeah, it's a really nice dog, but we're very partial to it, as you would to a pet.
The ground over here, the green one and the orange one, will point to the gear that Jethros has, any musical instruments that you have currently with you. I assume the flowery lute, or do you have anything else on top of you right now that you're showing?
The spoons, the jug. I got the bell branch. Got my periapt on my chest.
They point at the bell branch, and they also point to Regulus Pamphlet, and it looks towards it for a bit, and they both turn back to the ground, the golden ground that seems to be speaking for them, and they say, "They have more, they have more, they have more." Oh.
I might want to ask again. Is there something that you're wanting? Can I help you with something?
As the creatures seemingly continue to inspect all of you, you inquiring turn towards them, Jethros, as they look up, back towards you. We looking to see what others have brought to these woods. This is our home.
Yeah. Well, we just thought we'd stop on through. We got places to be. We don't mean to bother you all if we are. And we'd really just like to move on through.
Well, change of plans, it will say, as all of those look at one another and start nodding to themselves. As it turns towards you, Jeffers, you can surrender now. You will. It will not need. There will not be need to get ugly. As you see, creatures all keeping their eyes on, well, this side, the boat.
Jethrus's prehensile eye will pick up on the new found grung, and he'll see how they're looking at his gear and be like, yeah, well, listen, I appreciate the need for things not to get ugly, but if you keep trying to hold us here, The only one that's going to get ugly for is for you, as I am a very powerful arcane caster.
By now, the rest of you could not understand what the grunts were saying, but you are able to understand what Jethro is saying. Getting the idea that those creatures are, well, not friendly. The grunt will tap its stuff to the ground. Think about that. And I would like initiatives.
Could I try and use intimidation at least with that? A little bit?
I'll give you a hint later on, but you cannot try.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it safe to say I would have twin spelled Gift of Alacrity back on
You mentioned that earlier on as well, so yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna have many tiles, but they are gonna be quite big. Have multiple of those.
Haha.
To roll your initiatives, I'll shift the music into something more combat-like.
Oh my lord. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Okay, well, it didn't fucking change anything. Really.
I don't think I see Nathaniel on the initiative table.
Sorry,
But-
rolling now.
Yep.
Sorry.
No
getting it
worries.
now.
Yep. Regulus, you are first. Give me a second to pull up the grid. And go ahead.
Wow, we are a bit small.
I'll be readjusting creatures to the grid. Oh, I'll fix that. Grid's supposed to be a little bit smaller.
I don't want to hurt these things.
Should be correct.
Wouldn't be D&D without a genocide. Damn. I really wish I was not surrounded by the primary colors right now. Well, and one secondary color. Wow. This is an interesting situation. I am going to, in an effort not to burn the boat, I'm going to cast good old Shining Blast at disadvantage. Yeah, I'm just gonna twin spell a. Gosh, I really wish I had a better. You know what? I'm gonna use my Flame Blade racial ability. I presume frogs aren't resistant to fire.
Well, hopefully
So-
not.
And I will take a swing. At the yellow one. It looked at me funny. So pop.
15 will not hit, as the creature in front of you will duck and avoid the attack.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna end my turn.
As Regulus quickly creates a blade of fire and tries to strike at the creature in front of him, the wildling in front of you will attempt to first attempt to grapple you, Regulus.
Oh boy. I have a chance. A high chance, but a chance. So that's an I can make an acrobatics, right?
Yep.
It wasn't a high chance.
And as it manages to grapple you using both of its hands and gets attached with you, I need you to make me a Constitution saving.
Okay, well that I feel a little less bad about. me check something. That right? Yeah, it is. Am I 20 feet away from Judas? No, I'm not. So I'm good. I get an extra aura on this. So, con.
You make the save as you feel this nearly the oil of the creature, the texture of, and the how it feels when it rubs against your skin. You can feel it sticky and nearly burning at you, poisonous as it is. But that will be for this one, as the one up above you over to here will strike its staff onto the ground and use a spell of plant growth. And you see the whole backside of the boat now, as these vines start spreading, is stuck and unable to move. The other ground wildling over to here will do the same thing, as they use their magic to expand and make lines towards the ship. Vines. Oops. Sorry. Vines that creep and connect with the riverbank. And I think I've used all ground wildlings. There is one more over to here, which will move and attempt to, well, shoot an arrow towards Zeke. From afar, does 19 hit you, Zeke?
It does. I'm gonna deflect missiles though. Which one is it that's hitting me?
The one very down here. Very much down there.
Things too zoomed in. I see it. I will deflect missiles that. I don't know how this works. I never use it.
You roll. I don't remember the exact amount. I think it is.
Plus my dex was right.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll 10. 16. Enough. That's enough.
As you manage to grab the missile, you mitigate all of the damage of it.
And I'll throw it. Oh, am I close enough? 60 feet disadvantage. He's over here. Yeah, no way. Yes, that's that.
As Goel, you are up next.
All right. First off,
I don't think I have
Let's
to
see
throw
what
it
we can
at him specifically.
You don't. I'll give you the chance after Goel to do so. Go ahead, Goel.
Well, first off, bonus action Rage. Raj.
I want to see Goel raging and singing at the same time now.
He's just gonna do a falsetto, like a note, a very high note as he screams. And I'll smack the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
We'll make it reckless.
$19 will hit.
Ooh, lovely. Second attack.
And with a quick strike, you just squash the creature's head into the ground.
I'll go to the next one, hit it.
That hits. A very potent strike as you turn and try to strike at this one, striking it onto its head, and the creature loses all balance as it falls down to the ground and looks left and right as it is completely out of place. This is definitely like a concussion, but it's still alive.
That's it.
Seeing that quickly, the elite warriors will move up forward, and this one will attempt to, well, first, grab Jethros. Oh no, this one will not do that. This one will actually move to here, and it will move onto the square of the other ones, both small as they are, and it will make a cheering, deafening noise. And I need, well, everyone except for Satrix and Snowsong to make me a Constitution saving. A Wisdom saving throw, sorry, not a Constitution.
Oh my god.
Success. Success.
Don't forget you're within Judas range.
I need Regulus as well and Gwen. Oh, Gwen made it. Regulus and Judas.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, do I need to make wisdom saving throw? So.
Yes.
Why did Regulation made a con save there?
Yeah, well, still a natural 20.
He says.
All of you are fine. This is to end. As the creature will move over to here, Regulus, you can take an opportunity attack.
I certainly will. One higher than last time. Get better.
That will hit.
Ooh.
A potent strike as you turn with your blade and strike with fire towards it. The other elite warrior over here will dash to get down towards you and surround you, as there are a couple more of those elite warriors. This one will start dashing up forward to get closer with all of you, and that is all of its movement. This one will dash, and you can see there adept climbers as it will make its way over to here. I think there is one more. Where outside? No. Only this one left, as it will take a dash action to get closer towards you, and Snowsong is up next.
Snowsong is gonna bonus action transform. Seeing his master go into a rage, he will also go into a rage. It is a 4d10, right? Or is it 4d12?
Those are d10s equal to a number of d10s equal to your proficiency level, so 4d10.
That's alright, I guess. And he's gonna walk up to this guy and bite him.
Go for it.
Magical bites. There we go. Lovely.
That definitely hits.
Do I need to roll the lightning damage?
You don't, but I need you to make me a con save, because as Snowsong bites the creature, he is fine.
And then he's gonna stand, I guess he's gonna jump down. Or does he need to go, like, this way?
Not really. He can make the jump.
Okay, he'll make the jump and prepare for a 20-foot charge for his next turn. That's it.
Jethros, make me your attack of opportunity first. You wanted?
Alrighty. Doesn't hit.
Does not hit, actually, sadly. As Zik, first, you can use your reaction from the previous turn, if you will, to throw it, because you said so early on.
I actually won't, because that's a whole key point for a big
Okay.
damage.
And it is your turn, Zik, then.
I'm going to move into the center, right here, in between everyone. I'm going to bamf out the arms, hit all the rogues around me. Ba, 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 ba. It's alright.
I'll make my deck save. This one makes it. What's the DC again? 16. Okay. As all of those creatures will survive, though some will take hit.
And then I'll pop up. I'm gonna hit the blue one who's injured with 2 strikes. Pop.
That hits.
Okay.
Yep.
7 and 7.
Why do you have to use your astral strikes? You don't come into contact this way. My poison, no. But yeah, the first one will bring this one down if you want to use the 26 on another creature.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll hit the. I guess the other injured one below me, next to Judas.
For another 7, as you will bring this one down as well. Quickly, Zeke, as you turn with your astral arm wreath and claw down both of them and bring them to the ground, knocking them unconscious and unable for them to continue fighting. Anything else, Zeke?
That's me.
The Grunk over here will yell in their own language that nobody understands except Jethros, as they yell, "Sir, they are too powerful!" As the Wildling will yell, "We don't have a choice! Rob them! Rob them! Fast! Fast!" As the creatures start to actually dash from each side of the boat to try and get towards there, fighting against much of what they would rather be doing right now, as a lot of those creatures are taking the dash action for this turn, as I'll be moving the creatures in the background. Satrix, you can take your turn, if you wish.
Sure, yeah, she'll run down the stairs here, and I think she can get right next to them. And she'll take her first strike at this one. Looks like that one's still alive. Oh, wow, missing terribly.
11 does not hit.
And then, well, at least I have 2. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
There we go. They're just jumping around all over the place.
Satrix quickly makes a jump down onto the creature and tries to strike twice at it, but the Grande seems quite an experienced warrior and nimbly evades the first strike, though it is unable to avoid the second one. Anything else, Satrix?
Nope, I think that'll be it for my turn.
As Deathless, you're up next.
Oh boy. Hearing what you're yelling at each other, Jethros is gonna say, "You do have a choice. You can throw your weapons down now, or you can die." And he's going to charge up 2 mineral shots and send it at the speaker. The poor, adorable little frog.
I'm gonna make you feel bad. Look at it.
I already do.
Look at it.
I know. Fuck.
Hits.
It's only 5 damage. Only 5.
It yells.
Another one.
That hits.
10. And he's gonna back the fuck off and bonus action. Shit. You can teleport. Bonus action, he's going to inspire Judas with words.
With words of power, as Jeff says towards Judas, saying a few words as he seems very much inclined to not really will to fight those creatures, but desperate times, desperate situations. Nathaniel, your turn.
Okay. These grung back here, does it appear like they're running towards us, or are they staying stationary?
Towards you.
All right, then let's put something right here. We'll put a spike growth right there. Put a spike growth right there. That'll be my action. Spike growth. Let's see. Bonus action. How high up are these grung over here?
I would assume like 10 feet from the boat, because the plant growth has actually merged the areas over there, but yeah.
Okay. Do I think I could TK push one of them off the plant growth into like the water or into like to fall onto the boat?
You can attempt to push this one, but we will make also dexterity save, because on the nearby 5 feet that you can push it, there is a chance that you can still stay at all.
Okay. They're out of range anyway. Let's see, does anybody need to disengage? Oh gosh, yeah, let's just help out let's help out Regulus just a tad. Regulus, you feel a gentle prodding as though something is about to move you into this square if you choose to fail your save.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we'll at least get you there so you're not hounded by two of them. And then I'll end my turn.
And right before Judas gets a chance to act, as Nathaniel uses his magic in order to pull Regulus a little bit closer, from behind you see as the vines spring into life as an assassin vine starts moving closer towards the boat. From here, where it currently is, it is unable to reach anyone, but it will thus come all the way to here. And Judas, turn.
Are we killing these little creatures, or are we simply just punching them until they pass out?
Quite a few of them went down on the floor,
Yeah,
so
they're paced right now. Multiple of them.
Or paste, like kill.
I don't know what other kind of paste you can make them, but it's not lethal, but I want to see it.
That's all I want to know, if it's not lethal or not. But anyway. Well, consider stay in area, stay busy, move to gear. Hey, old man, you're smart. Guess what? I have a big sword. Sorry, small one. Classic.
The first one will hit, and as you strike towards it, the grunt takes a potent strike, and as it is starting to bleed, it goes into an adrenaline rush and jumps out of the way of your second attack as your blade plunges into the ground, and you just use a little bit of your strength to grab it up. Anything else you does?
That's me.
As from up there, one more of those assassin vines will climb down and start getting closer as Regulus. You're up next.
All right, wouldn't be a terrible war crime if I didn't try to ruin their home. There's a plant growth in the back of the boat keeping us here. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, assuming that most of these grung are just going to keep coming out of the woodwork until we kill their entire clan, I'm going to try and mitigate that. I will cast a 3rd level fireball, a regular fireball. Trying to like angle it so that I get it above the ship, like hit the assassin vines, but not damage the ship. So like I try to dislodge us from the plant growth as well.
The assassin van is technically by now, given that it has shipped, well, same level as the ship. So if you want to hit the assassin van, you gotta have to hit the ship.
I mean, I was gonna say if you put a fireball above someone, their torso and above, it still hurts.
Yes, but their torso is pretty much deck level because they are very flat. There are vines, creeping vines, pretty much that spread on the floor.
Okay. I'm assuming any kind of damage will deal damage to the plant growth.
For sure, flammable and fire damage is way more potent, but other sorts of damage can combine to sort of start breaking down what the plant growth has made. Yes.
Regulus will look to the party, and then look back to the captain. Captain, could your ship take a beating?
How much of a beating?
A fiery beating.
He thinks for a moment and panicked as he is. Let's see what Captain Wallman will say. Sure. Do it.
I hear him, but I also hear the hear the kind words of Jethris and the and Shatrix. So if I tilt the blast up so I don't hit the assassin vines and just like I don't know erase these grung here, can I just dislodge the ship?
Hopefully, if you deal enough damage with the plant growth will disperse, or the effect the growth in there will disperse, and it will unlock your ship to move forward.
All right, I'm gonna create a Thanos grung, and we're gonna see them in like a next campaign. This was your home once. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, fiery fireball. Okay, that's alright.
The ground looks towards it and just goes ah! As the explosion will erase it, no matter what I roll on the dexterity save. As the plant growth from above bursts and explodes and flames start breathing down towards the ship, not obviously attacking it, and it has taken heavy damage. Not the ship, the plants. Hold on, Captain Wallwall will yell.
Yeah, I just think so poorly. Like, some part of me hurts that I just did that. Mostly the I have fins side of me hurts, but yeah. My turn.
The ground winding next towards Judas as it gets damaged will yell out, retreat, retreat! And it will take not the disengage action, it will take a dash action and try to get away from there. Judas, you can make an opportunity attack. I'll assume you are not making one.
Considering the fact, no, let's make one.
Yeah, he doesn't know they said retreat. It's just Jethris.
That is true, yeah. Kill me, Judas. Be that man. And as the ground tries to flee for its life, Judas brings down the sword, but the creature evades the attack and succeeds. Get out of that mess. As the other one next towards it will cure and mend its wounds. You can hear them, Jeffrey, speaking, "You're all right, my friend." As more of those creatures see what is happening over here, and you can hear everyone around in this ravine as they yell, "Are we retreating? Are we not?" The creatures seem themselves to be in some sort of a disarray. Well, your turn.
And smack the one that's bloodied next to me.
Smack it very good.
Advantage, right?
That is correct. Kill. That hits. They heard as it starts making this weird, awful screech. It looks up and only sees the hammer of Gwen as it just plunges into its face and breaks its jaw.
Bonus action, aggressive lunge or adrenaline rush. And do my second attack on this one. Recklessly.
24 hits. A potent strike as Gwen rushes towards there and strikes.
That is my turn.
The warrior next towards you, Goel, will take the attack of opportunity and will do a standing leap to jump all the way towards there.
Can it be reckless or?
No. Uh, 13 will not hit as it continues to jump. 30, 45, 20 to get here as the elite warrior that was rushing towards you just makes a U-turn and starts going away. You see more of those creatures just stand in front of the others as they usher them for retreat. Snowsong is up now.
Snowsong will teleport. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna go 20 feet. He's gonna charge, and it looks like he's gonna bite Regulus, but he's just gonna teleport backwards and bite this thing instead.
I forgot to move that. I'll move it after Snowsong. Go for it.
Oh, it's still okay.
It's okay.
All right. Is it advantage or regular? Is it flanking?
Regulus has not attacked. It's a normal. But pack tactics, I assume. So
Yeah, that's right.
16 hits.
Okay.
Either way. And do make me a con save.
Right. I need to roll the lightning damage. Yikes. And 2d6.
Hey! As you see, Snowsong is now
He has
afraid
10
already.
HP.
Doesn't matter though. He becomes frightened of his ally. As the moment that Snowsong bites the creature, you see Snowsong goes into hysteria and is paranoid and in a frenzy from everyone around it, including you, Goel.
The charge, it's 4 damage.
I did that. I'll do the strength save as well. Thanks.
That's Snowsong's turn. Movement.
I'll play that creature as well, as it will use, since they are retreating, the elite warrior will as well use its action to make this sheer, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, to try and stun you so it can move away in safety. Nathaniel, Zeke, Judas, Regulus, Snowsong, and Goel, make me yours. As the creature will try to jump away.
Oh boy.
Both of those stand. Judas, Regulus, Zeke, Nathaniel, and Sage. Not
Nice.
Satrix, I think it's barely outside. Yeah, Satrix is barely outside. Zeke, you are within range. You make it, you can make an opportunity attack. Regulus, you are stunned, though.
Sure, why not?
Did you?
No whack.
And it's you, Nathaniel, as well.
Did you say I needed a wisdom save, Kazan?
Yes,
Okay.
that will definitely hit at Zeke as the creature tries to flee for its life. And Judas, do also roll me your wisdom save. You make it, Judas, so you can make also an opportunity attack. If you will.
Haven't I made one already? Or can I have multiples? Can't remember.
I
Well, I already used my reaction.
If you use your reaction already, then no. I was just double checking. As Zeke, You are next.
So there's 2 on the ceiling of or the roof of the building over here. Is that correct?
This one is on the roof. The other one is on the top deck, not on the roof.
All right, I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna run up to the top here and over to him. And could I? Yeah, I'm gonna shove him, just like in this direction to try and get him off the ship. Close the character sheet.
Haha, you will fail, probably, or make it, we don't know. But I rolled a 21. Beat
Oh, I
that.
actually will. Damn. I'll do it again.
Don't test me. I can reach that one, but I will not. Shoving into the ground, it falls and strikes against the one of the decks, and then on the... I'll make a deck save if it goes on the second deck or not. It goes all the way to the second deck, taking full damage and being prone. Ow! 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 It yells as it drops.
I'm gonna jump down after it.
You guys are
Use my slow
evil.
fall if I have to. I just tower over it, and I'm going to. I have a bonus action. Don't know if I can use that as a shove or anything.
You cannot make attacks with it.
Yeah, why not? I'll give it a whack.
It's prone, you have advantage.
And I'll just come slamming down.
That strikes. The ground continues to yell and again yell as... are you making one more, Zik, or not?
No. That's a key.
As-
Not that desperate.
As the ground yells, please, stop, stop! But no one will hear it. You will make an opportunity attack, Zik, if you want to, as the creature will try to get away from you.
I can't actually, because I did slow fall to drop down.
That is true, as the creature will get the hell out of there, as more other grounds will do pretty much the same, though a few of them here will take a couple of damage from the spike growth. Roll me 2d4, Nathaniel. Okay, one of them actually died from those. As it tries to move away and pierced from the thorns, it just gets torn apart and falls to its doom, as the other move a little bit but then halt, as this is, well, dangerous for them, and then they just make standing leaps to get out from there. Roll me 2d4 once again, because this one actually will have to step again. It actually will survive, as with a standing leap, these creatures are able to avoid most of the damage from it. But barely so, as they try to do so. You see more of them retreating. As Satrix, you're up next. I don't know if you want to go after them or anything, but the creatures seem to be moving back to where they came from.
She's going to let the frog creatures go, but she turns around and still sees these like vine things coming from behind. So she's going to look at one and just kind of will an intense light to be there, and she'll cast Sacred Flame on this one.
Let's see, it's a dex save.
Yes.
Do I make it or not?
I think you do. My DC is 16.
And you also pull on the damage, so
Double
it's
one.
not really much of a difference. As Satrix, you try to burn the Assassin Vine with your ability, but the Assassin Vine manages to, in a way, avoid the spread of radiance.
She's just gonna stand there and see if they continue to come forward or not, and that'll be her turn.
Jeffries, you're up next.
Guys, they're begging for their lives. Just fucking let them go. And fucking focus on these things that are actually crawling to murder us. And I guess, these are the plant growths that are stopping us, right?
This one in particular, the one in the back, these are sort of bridges they made that need climbing speed to transcend the others. But they could easily be teared apart by the force of the killbone.
Oh, okay. So it's not a worry then. All right. Well, it changes everything for me. Okay. I guess, damn, I don't know what these things do. Yep. Jethers is just gonna shoot 2 mineral shots at this.
Go for it.
Not on the ping. This one. Choo!
Hits.
6 damage.
And that hits.
6 damage.
2 quick bursts of these nearly, these beams of solid dirt and energy. I think that's death.
They don't look, alright. I guess as a bonus action, just for fun, I guess I'll use the bell branch to detect things in the area. Let me do that.
I think it takes an action to do so, but I could be wrong. Is it?
As a bonus action, you can expend 1 charge
Bonus
to
action.
detect
You
presence.
use a little bit of your energy, but you won't spot any outsider in here.
Alright, cool.
Nathaniel, you're up next.
I will stop concentrating on spike growth, and I guess I'll just use tiny hut. I will put in entangle using a 1st level spell slot. I don't have the wand, so there's going to be an entangle right here on the 2.
I'll give you access to an entangle. You have the spell as well. Might as well.
All right. I'll put an entangle on the 2 assassin vines. So they've got to make DC 18. I think
At the start of the turn or now? I don't remember how entangle works.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. There's the spell.
When you cast the spell, okay, so right now, pretty much.
Okay, DC 18 strength saving throws.
Sadly, Nathaniel, I'll give it because there is the plant growth over here that pretty much has connected, but technically you are not able to use it unless you're on ground, as it says. But there is the plant growth over here, so you gotta just make those spread, so I'm okay for it.
Okay.
I'll make 2 strength saves. Somehow, both of them make.
Oh,
These
wow.
assassin vines are just like they're
I
ready.
can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I guess it's their element. You're using vines against an assassin vine.
Wow. Okay. Bonus action, I will charge Lunar Reckoning and end my turn.
And the assassin vine, I think it's hard terrain now, so it moves at lesser speed. So pretty much it will move a little bit closer, but it has an extremely long reach and it will try to grab Shade. That is. I think that hits you, Shade.
Sorry, I got up 1 second. Yeah, that hits.
For 15 points of bludgeoning damage as it wraps around your feet and it starts looking for any exposed skin to... Go ahead, sorry.
Can I silvery barbs that?
Sure, it's an attack roll. We are doing those.
Yeah, I'll just
Ta-da!
my once a day.
Does 19 help?
Oh.
Does 19 change save tricks or no?
Yeah, my AC is 20, so a 19 will miss.
As the assassin vine tries to reach you, Jethro speaks a few words of power, and you see the assassin vine kind of just stunned in a place for just a mere second, giving you enough room to avoid the attack. As Judas, you're up next. You are not stunned. Your turn.
Well, do my job. Hey, look, it's assassin vines. Slash, slash.
Does not hit. Wow.
You also have
I'm cursed.
inspiration
You do have a bardic inspiration if you want to use it.
on the 10.
Might use it for the first one. 1d8, right?
Go for it. Yeah.
Got this, man.
That means it hits, and it also needs to make a con save or take thunder damage. I failed the save. How much thunder damage do you take? Equal to that? 6 or?
I think 6. Yeah. I'm just gonna check real quick. Attack roll. Take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the inspiration die. Yep.
Okay, as Judas' blade will strike and the mote of energy will explode on top of the creature to inflict a little bit more damage to it. And assume that's your turn, Judas.
This is my turn, yes.
As the other assassin vine will attempt to constrict you, Judas. 10. That's 20 hit you.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
And as it will wrap around your neck, you will feel the burn that it has. As at the start of each of your turns, you take 66 poison damage. You don't take any poison damage right now. As Regulus, you're up next. Regulus? Oh, you're stunned, I believe.
Yes, I failed
You
the
are
mind
also
check.
muted, bro. Goel is also stunned. Snowsong is also stunned. Zeke, it is your turn.
Do we not save?
It is only for that turn. You don't need to repeat the saves.
I'm gonna start moving up. 35. How many feet would it take to get up top?
10 feet of your climb.
So I can get to here. I should have 5 feet left. I'm gonna hit the assassin vine twice. Sorry, hold on. Pop. Not an advantage, but
Both of those hit.
9 and 5. Flurry of blows as well. Pop.
Both of those hit. As Zeke starts breathing onto the creature and using his spectral claws, he starts turning it twig by twig, splitting it apart into thorns. Elzik.
And that's an entangle. That's a spike growth, right? On
Uh,
top of them.
That's entangled, yes. This is hard terrain, pretty much.
That's fine then. That'll be my turn. I'll just throw it here.
Sadrix, your turn.
All right. Let me just check the range on this one thing. I think I'm within range. If not, I can move. Yeah, they're within range. So she's gonna look over at these plants, and they're definitely making themselves a bit of a problem. So she just kind of like thinks about them struggling a little bit, and she's going to cast Bane on the two of them.
I cannot make that save. I have a -5 charisma, so both of them will be afflicted by. With a -5, my best is a 15, which is not enough, as Cedric calls down the might of the Yellow God and Miriam to judge down on those creatures and bring them ill will. Both of those creatures are affected. Anything else, Cedric?
And I forgot to subtract the damage last time. I'll do that. I'm going to second wind, and I will move. Let's see, give them another target just besides Judas. I'll move a little bit closer, and that will be my turn.
Jeffries, you're up next.
Alrighty. Which one is constricting Judas right now? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Okay. Mm. Yeah. Yep. Jethers is gonna just look over these crates and fire 2 mineral shots at the one grappling Judas. So let's do that. Oh, 8.
Give me the second one.
Yow.
Hits
5.
for another 5 as Jethros from the distance starts bringing those creatures down using his magic. Anything else, Jeff?
Man, that was really 4 if you got in trouble. It has you can escape the constrict, right? That's a thing. Like,
Yeah, but I'm
You
going to take
can
damage.
make an action.
Okay.
But I'm going to take damage and start my turn. Poison. Bleh.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot I can do besides try and help you with that. So Jethros is going to use his bonus action to inspire Judas again. I guess. Or no, I'm not gonna do that. I lied. I'm going to fucking run up. I'm charging in. Jethros is gonna run 30 feet up, and he's going to Hungry Jaws bite this guy. The one right next to him.
Go for it.
So, let's go. Take a bite out of crime. 10
But sadly, that will not hit.
Okay, so yeah, that's where Jethros is right now. That's his turn.
Nathaniel, you're up.
Okay, I could go for Fairy Fire, but I think Restrained is a worse debuff. I'm gonna try another. Entangle on these guys. Same exact spot. Get them with another entangle. They've got Bane. There we go. All right, so they're both restrained.
Yeah, they have minus D4s. They're extra restrained.
Yeah.
They're never getting out of there.
So they're both restrained now. And then is Zeke constricted as well, or is it just Judas?
Judas.
Do I know how long of a reach these creatures have? Like, could I break the grapple with a TK push?
You saw earlier on the creature trying to latch onto Shadrix. They have a 20 feet reach, so it wouldn't break.
Okay. Gosh. Okay. Well, I can't break the grapple with a TK push.
Could he use an action to get me out of the grapple?
No, I already used my action to restrain the creatures. Oh gosh. Let's see. They're baned. Okay. I guess I will simply let's go ahead and end my turn. I'll just bonus action. I'll just charge 3 Lapis Lunae and end my turn.
As the vines get restrained, one of them will still attempt to grab for Jethros. It is also minus 1d4. I don't know if there's a chance that it hits you, Jethros, but does a 13 hit you?
Nope.
The creature tries to reach out for you, but to no avail. As Judas, you do now take the poison damage that I rolled earlier on. I think it was 24. And it is your turn, Judas.
How much damage?
24.
It was
Poison.
21.
Was it? Okay.
It was 21 poison damage.
That is correct, yes, 21.
Don't be sneaky, cousin. Anyway, so how should we add? I forget. You took me out of the hundreds. How dare you? Well, considering that being choked grapple doesn't mean I can't make attacks, can it?
You can, but technically at disadvantage, but they are also restrained, so at advantage, which means you're at normal against this one.
Fuck my
11 does
I
not
just don't
hit.
understand what is with my attack rolls.
Oh my!
Fuck.
You can have an inspiration, have really. I'd rather see you
I'm
hit.
gonna immediately use this again. I was just. Oh wow!
At least that. I don't know what's going on with your own Judas, but at the very least you do manage to strike and split some parts of the assassin vine. Hey, now you missed a couple of crits.
Oh, that's fine. No, I just needed to get it out of the system.
No. As the assassin vine that already has a hold on Judas will let him go and will instead focus on Zeke, as it will attempt to strike at the half-orc, but to no avail. As the vine stretches towards you, Zeke, you grab it and hurl it right back into the entangled mess. Regulus, your turn.
Okay. I've succeeded, or at least I've left the vibe check zone. These assassin vines look kind of mean, so I'm going to twin a. Whoever calls these things had any sort of vulnerability to fire when we fought them last? Or no?
Remember what Pokemon has taught you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's correct. I think Pokemon
And reverse engineer it. And reverse engineer it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast first level guiding bolt. I'm gonna twin it.
Go for it. You have advantage. Both of them are restrained.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this one at advantage. It didn't roll the attack roll.
I think you might have. I don't know what you did there.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I think it's. I don't know if it was D&D Beyond that problem. Well, roll, please. Okay, it would have been a 20.
Okay.
So 20 for 20, and then I'll roll it again.
Go for it.
Okay. For the other one. Wow, 20 and 24 if you're taking the 24 for damage. Oh, okay, that's max damage. Never mind.
As the second one will actually collapse as you strike with your guiding bolt, and only one of those assassin vines remain. I think that's irregular.
I think we found out that Regulus is truly the vampire here. He sucks out all of Judas's luck.
And Gohan, your turn.
Alrighty. Not stunned anymore. So I'm going to aggressive and then attack this thing.
Go for it. You have advantage. It is trained.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Easy now.
Oh my god, these terrible rolls.
Doesn't matter because you bring it down regardless. As Goel, you rush towards the assassin vine and just maul it until the twigs can just move barely, and you just crush them once again. And as the grungs are running away, this is where we're going to put a pause until next week.
Hey, Dunzo.
And
we didn't absolutely murder all of the.
See, it was a different kind of session. Relax after being in intense battle for life, just had a river cruise. So, colorful frogs.
Well, that was fun.
You put so many
Jethro's
tastes.
Jethro's a mortified player and character.
Nah, in character he's fine.
At the end of the campaign, Kaz is just gonna have ending credits. The 5 grung that died in the river ride. They're gonna all be named.
To be fair, it is not cool of me to guilt trip you about those grunts because they are terrible little creatures. But they look so cute in the photo, so I cannot really.
You know, by just showing us to them now, you've technically created a precedent that they could be technically playable characters, right?
Never.
Grung exists in the border, so do gnolls, but you don't see a gnoll character here or there.
Oh, gnoll characters. I would love playing a gnoll character. Gnoll
I
character
wouldn't.
prospector. A gnoll character prospector.
I see.
Get it?
But yeah, any questions? Anything somebody wants to add before we call it a day for today?
All good.
Did anyone like my singing?
Loved
Yes, it was great.
Great.
Thanks.
We want more.
This whole episode was hilarious.
I thought the Enchanted Springs are an interesting, shift and reward for the small side quest there. I know Jethro is on another quest in Zul. You have found the Enchanted Springs, but those are not the same Enchanted Springs.
Yeah.
He actually snatched the original map I had for my brother. That's the original map I had for.
Be on the
Yeah.
lookout
I'm
for
just
the
glad. Yeah.
new Goel album.
I'm just glad he didn't do that whole Grun Barbarian Dwarf Spike Armor Poisoner Feet thing, where he's like, I'm a Grun and I'm gonna jump on your face. Yes, boy. I'm gonna make it to you. Gonna enjoy the poison.
I just
Little
can't
Goel.
get it out. I can't get it out of my head that Goel is like the midst of, well, not butchering. I guess butchering grung. He's just singing "Hello, my baby."
Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello.
Prepare some singing, girl. I wanna see you sing. You have a great voice. You should.
Especially with the voice changer. Right?
I mean, the whole freaking joke about is like, so you're singing the whole time, and I'm just dropping feathers everywhere. Ooh, negative feathers.
I think I got the. I mean, I don't have like the worst. I have the longest one. I think mine lasts an entire week.
Oh, it's a week. Wow.
Yeah,
I have flower. I'm a flower head for a week.
Yeah, Heinrich got that too.
I'm a bird man for 2 days.
Oh, you're